Paul fusses about everything. Oh, we're live. Are we good? Am I looking at you right here? New camera this week. So there you go. Hey, everybody, welcome to the audience right there. Welcome to the Livewell. There you go. That's right. That's right. Here at Fish North Georgia, we appreciate you guys spending your Thursday evening with us. And again, if you watch it at a later date, hey, we love you too. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, click that notification bell so you'll get all our future content and stuff like that. Again, if you're watching on Facebook tonight, make sure you go to www.streamyard/Facebook.com and put your name in so that you will come up, not Facebook user, right there. So got a pretty fun episode for you now. We're going to try something different. We thought we would just mix it up just a little bit and do something a little bit different. And Paul and Ryan have been talking about this Sega Bass game that they've wanted to play forever on here. And so we're going to give it a shot, and we're going to do that. And we're joined tonight by Alex Green. How are you?
I'm doing well.
He was wanting to be involved in it as well.
He wanted to play. I heard the last time he was here, y'all talked about this. So
we floated the idea, and he was very enthusiastic.
Floated the idea, very enthusiastic. So we're going to talk fishing throughout the night and stuff like that as well. But flip them on the camera, flip the screen onto the video like there. So look at that. So we got the Sega Bass Fishing loaded up right now.
Georgia watermark.
With the Fish North Georgia watermark. We might get in trouble, but the heck with it. So we're going to do that tonight. Going to have a lot of fun with it. Again,
it's a first attempt. We're limited by our technological knowledge.
It is. We are definitely technologically short. How do I want to say that? But anyway, we're gonna have fun.
Half of us are physically short.
You and I are physically short as well. We're gonna have fun with it tonight. But again, as always, we want to thank Rachel Collins with 400homes.com for supporting the Livewell and all that her and James and the family do for us here at Fish North Georgia. Do we have a shot tonight of the camera?
Could you do us a favor and point at the sponsor?
Point at the sponsor right there. There is Rachel right there. Cell number 770-310-0599, or you can get her at Rachel at 400homes.com. If you are in the market to buy or sell real estate, you're trying to move your house, trying to buy a house, move in the area with all the great fishing, you definitely need to call Rachel. She's the one for you. She's professional, but again, like I say, every week she's one of us. She likes to fish. She likes the outdoors, and just a great all-around person. And definitely you will not be disappointed. Tell her the guys at Fish North Georgia sent you, and give Rachel a call like that. So I don't know how the housing market is. Maybe it's a great time to buy or sell, but hey, if you're going to do it with Rachel. So what's up, guys? I'm in a little bit different spot tonight. We've had to switch it around a little bit tonight so that we could get the TV and all that. What's up, all you guys? It's ought to be a good show. We're going to have fun with it. I've watched Ryan play a little bit today. You know, we put out a TikTok. And again, hey, listen, if any of you guys are on TikTok, go to check us out at Fish North Georgia. Give us a follow there as well. So we're trying to make some entertaining. What are you doing on my phone, dude?
Turning Wi-Fi.
It is off. Yeah, the Wi-Fi might be a little bit low, but hey, it is Marble Hill, Georgia. We do what we can do, and that's all that we can do. So, again, a couple things I want to get out first. I want to give a shout out. Of course, I grabbed the wrong piece of dadgum paper coming down here, but shout out to our True Grit pro staff that's fishing the MPFL this week. Logan Millsaps, Jesse Millsaps, Cody Parker, Robbie Frazier. Them guys are up in Saginaw Bay. Is that Michigan? Michigan. So they're up there with all the Yankees. And right now, I think currently Logan is the highest of those three. He's in 24th place, which sounds like he's way back, but the leading weight is just a little over 35 pounds, and Logan has 29. So he's like one big fish away from first place. So final day tomorrow. If you guys aren't doing anything, pull up the National Professional Fishing League on your computer and so on and watch it. They give live weigh-ins all day, and it's actually pretty fun to sit back and watch those guys fish and kind of see where they're going, how they're moving up the leaderboard. Logan I talked to him earlier via text, and he said that he's got some good spots for tomorrow. So he's been kind of conservative in his area. So he's got some areas mapped out. We wish all those guys the best, and we appreciate their support. It was really cool today when Logan come across the stage to hear that announcer go, True Grit Tackle Pro staff, Logan Millsaps from Jasper, Georgia. It was absolutely awesome. We get tickled, but we're rooting for you guys if you're watching tonight up there in Michigan. But you guys go get them. And, Jesse and Robbie, even though they're a little farther back, they're really only like 3 pounds behind Logan. So really tight field. It's been a hell of a tournament. All them guys are catching fish. Smallmouth out on the big water, and then, largemouth in the reeds and in the grass and stuff like that. So apparently just listening to all the anglers today, that's a great lake. And so they're having some really, really good times up there. So again, we wish them guys the best like that. We're going to discuss fishing throughout the night. We've had a chance to fish and do a little bit different stuff this week. Ryan and I got out on Lake Pettit in Big Canoe with one of our customers up here, Alan Tate, and he was gracious enough to rent a pontoon and take us out. First time I've got to fish Pettit. We'll talk about that a little bit more. And we're going to talk about the type of fishing Alex does. And so, you do guide and stuff like that a little bit and stuff, but kind of tell everybody again, he's been on the show before, but tell everybody a little bit about what you do and how you like to fish.
I'm a hardcore river rat. You'll catch me on Lanier like November, December, February.
Right.
But other than that, I'm just chasing big shoal bass, big striper, and muskie on swim baits.
Yeah, he's a trophy hunter. Is that basically the best way to call you a trophy hunter?
Yep.
That's perfect. So what's up, Jeremiah, Kurt, Justin? Yeah, the Yankee comments. I'll make some Dodger comments as well with Kurt. Send Freddie back. He can DH for us and stuff like that. So he probably could play left field as good as Azuna.
I need to get off Ozuna.
Probably pitch as well as Anderson tonight, too.
He probably does. And Azuna throws like my daughter. I mean, I love my daughter, but she doesn't have a major league arm, and neither does Ozuna. So, and it's kind of listen. He used to be a Gold Glover too.
He did.
Did you know that he was a Gold Glover at one time? So, I guess that wife whipped up on him a little bit too much, and he lost a step or two or something like that. So, Ryan is in the house. How are you, sir?
I'm absolutely wonderful.
Are you wonderful?
Always.
How's the fishing been for you this week? You got out on the lake Tuesday with Steve Pinkston of Sugar Hill Baits.
Yeah.
How was that?
It started off pretty slow. I put one in the boat pretty quick, and then Steve put another one in the boat, and we went probably about 3 solid hours without putting another fish in the boat.
Pull your mic towards you a little bit. Say something real quick, Alex. I want to make sure.
Yeah,
Talk.
Go ahead. Say something.
Check.
All right, so yeah, he just wasn't talking close enough like that. So
They're very directional.
they're very
Yeah,
directional.
they are very directional.
Listen, you gotta make love to it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Get up in there.
You gotta get up in that stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty much right where your beer would be when you're about to take a sip. That's where the mic needs to be.
Right there. So yeah, so now you're good.
Uh-huh.
But when you start playing the game here, you can scoot it over a little bit like that.
But
so.
Steve is great.
Right.
Awesome experience fishing with him. His comment to me that he made later after the video, he went back and watched the video
What's up,
on
Skinner?
YouTube, was I got some things I need to work on. He said, and it's very interesting, but the one thing he said, it's very interesting watching yourself fish.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's very interesting seeing yourself from the back of the boat with a camera and watching yourself fish.
Wayne Huddleston's back in the house from Lebanon, Tennessee. Again, hey, love last week's shows, man. Seriously, hey, we love the fact that you guys, in Tennessee are watching us. We appreciate it more than you know, buddy. Thank you for joining in with us.
And I love you guys in Tennessee. I was just up your way not too long ago.
There you go.
I don't know where Lebanon is, but it's in Tennessee, so that's all good.
Central,
yeah.
below Knoxville.
I thought it was closer to like Nashville.
Well, how the hell don't we just ask him? Where exactly is
where
Lebanon,
exactly is
Tennessee? Because we don't know. So what's up, Ron? Hey, pull that screen up. Have we pulled that screen up showing the fishing, the video yet of the actual game? Let's do that. Now, look at there, guys. So we're getting ready to play right there. So it's going to be good. What's up, Dana, and all you guys?
To get Dana playing some Sega Bass.
Dana needs to come in.
Yeah.
I don't know if they got
his videos. He would be down.
Yeah, but listen, I don't know if they got that special jig on this show. I think Dana would
They
struggle.
have one jig on this game in 3 colors. 3 fish catching.
Three
fish catching
colors.
colors.
And it's
Yeah.
an ounce and a half.
And it's about an ounce and a half.
Yeah,
Just
so
wait
it's-
till
it's
we
not
pull
that-
it out.
Isn't the Cracker Barrel headquarters in Lebanon? I have no idea. And Pinkston,
Yeah,
we got him
yeah.
the second half.
Yeah,
of the
so so let me finish that up real quick with Steve. So yeah, we turned the camera off and me and Steve went rated M for mature.
So you said
testing the lake.
You said a lot of dirty
We
words.
made a long run I told him, I said, let's go to the dam. And he said, yeah, let's go. So we made a run down towards the dam. And like the first place we pulled up to, I put one in the boat on a fluke. He goes up there, he puts one in the boat on a drop shot. We go to the very next pile. I catch one nearly 3 pounds on a fluke. He catches another one on the brush pile. Then all of a sudden we got our limit. So all of a sudden we're like, yeah. Well, then we continue to cull the rest of the day, and Steve does catch one that was 313.
Right.
It was our biggest one. And we ended up in second, but
Can I ask a question?
yes.
Why'd y'all suck on camera then?
We don't really know. But
Was it the pressure on Steve? Did he like that?
But
Uh-huh.
I don't know if the pressure was on Steve or not, because I was equally sucking.
Yeah, but
It wasn't until the
I'm-
camera turned
I
off.
feel like Steve is very the pressure.
Steve is a character.
Dana, I can only catch real fish.
I went back and watched it. We need to do Steve again.
Why's that?
We need to get Steve, and we need to get a microphone, because what a lot of you guys couldn't hear was Steve was dropping a bunch of his knowledge, why he fishes the way he does, way he reacts.
Have we had him as a main guest on the show?
I don't think so.
Why don't we do that?
We need to have
Steve, can you
on.
come here next Thursday night, or is that past your bedtime, or are you doing yoga during that time?
He's probably namaste.
Namaste. He's a
Namaste.
yoga and energy
Namaste.
guy, which, I've been looking at the energy stuff. That's pretty cool. But Steve, if you want to come next Thursday night, if your schedule permits it and you're not off, selling nuts somewhere, we'd love to have you next Thursday. All right. So there you go. Next Thursday night, Steve Pinkston. It's the date. We'll be in the house.
We'll bring that will be the day you come and restock us too.
Yeah, we need some stuff. Do you think he could come in and do some like yoga on the thing though? You think Steve would do some yoga? We lay him a mat out here.
He might lay the mat out. He might.
Would he be clothed?
I don't know.
Would he be doing it like, oh man, that's kind of that? He's in shape. He does some bands. He does some bands.
In them bands.
He is into the bands.
He goes, yeah, look at my strength. I've been doing strength bands, and he's got him a.
He does. He's got
him a rock on
He's
his
got him
arm.
some muscles.
So,
but we might have to tell the people don't bring your children to this episode. Yes, I love Steve.
He would be.
I love Steve, but he can teach you some of that shaman and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly what Dana said. It is harder to catch fish on camera for some reason.
Boy, people don't understand that. You're absolutely right. They do not understand how hard it is.
Oh, y'all always catch a fish.
Catch
Damn.
a fish.
And it's like, man, it's not like we're out here like
No, we're just out here,
not trying.
It is actually very hard when you go out to purposefully catch a fish.
Oh, they know.
Right? Yeah. So seriously, that's exactly right, Justin. The second you turn the cameras off, and we do that sometimes when we go hit the green lights or stuff like that or something like that, but it is different. So Steve said he'll behave. So that's yes, big yes on a couple of mics. Have Josh write them off. We do have them. We have to figure out how to get our camera situation right so that the mics will tune in and they're not just audio mics where we're blasting it all over the lake. So we're going to figure that out. Again, we are technology challenged or technological. Is that the right word? How
Good way to put it.
Technologically challenged. So anyway, update on the kayak tournament. Actually, I meant to bring that rod and reel down there. So one of the things for the Beasley tournament, I actually had another person join the tournament today. So I think we're up to 64 anglers. I believe it finishes Paul? Saturday? Sunday. Sunday at midnight. Got 64 guys. That's going to break.
We might come up and do like a live on Tuesday.
We might need
the raffles and all that. How's that sound?
That sounds great. We can do all that stuff. So yes, Kayak turned me over to just draw the raffles, everything. So that's perfect.
What's that attitude?
I think he's given up.
Go catch some fish.
I think he's given up. But also too, listen, Cash King. All right, Cash King was kind enough to send, and Ryan, you're going to have to help me because I meant to bring it down. I don't remember the model.
It's a 7.2 heavy frog rod, Speed Demon.
Speed Demon?
And it has a 10 5-to-1 Speed Demon Elite reel.
Right. And so that's going to be the prize for the biggest fish.
The rod retails $129.99. The reel's like $139 or $149.
All right. So basically a $250 plus combo is going to go to the winner of Big Fish for this tournament. So listen, you may not be in the running for the overall tournament, but you still can go out and try to catch that big fish, or I guess when I say big fish, it's going to be long fish.
Yeah. By the time they're long, they're all.
By the time they're long, they're big. So you're going to go out and try to catch a long fish, and we're going to give you a rod like that. So long fish and rods. How about that?
Tennessee is about to get a rod.
Oh, is it? How much? What is it right now? What's the length?
I think 24.5.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Good Lord.
It's a nice
There
one.
are a couple guys.
That's
on
an 8
board,
plus.
I think on Chick went out and absolutely put up some slugs over the weekend.
So Josh ain't
People
going to
do
get it
that.
done on Latham, is what you're saying.
He would have to upgrade significantly.
So we
Significant.
know where
What's
Josh
the
is
leading
gonna
length
go
right now?
next week.
I think 104 or
If you do it at
105.
Pettit.
Woo! You could do it at Pettit if you don't catch the fish that I caught, because I caught a bunch of fish, but with a wacky worm, they were all
Oh, but not
13 inches.
catfish.
We did see what? How big do you think that catfish was?
It was every bit 30, 40 pounds.
Oh, that
and-
flathead's in there?
No,
No, this is a
cat.
blue.
It was blue?
It was a
And
blue.
listen,
It was up there like 2 feet of
2
water.
feet
I was
of water.
like, damn, that's a dark spot over there. And I threw my horny toad over there, and it turned and looked at it and then swam off that way. When it swam off that way, I was like, oh my God.
He honestly went crazy on the whole thing. He was like, look at that. I watched it off. It was a big ass fish.
Danny was like, wow, I'm going to keep throwing my wacky worm.
Hey, listen, I actually threw it at him. If with the gear I had, if he'd have hooked up on that, he'd have stripped me everything I had. So, real quick before we get into the whatever the hell it is you guys are going to do with this video game, how's the river fishing or whatever fishing? What have you been doing recently?
I've been striper fishing as usual. Once it gets hot, it's been a really technical year. We haven't had the flows and we haven't had the water that generally you're looking for like an ideal bite, and it's been very, very timing based and very, very short windows. But the results have been better than any of the previous years, and I think that's kind of a byproduct if you have very, very small bite windows.
Okay.
And like when you get on them and you get that right water, you get the right flow, you get the right temps, it's just been absolutely unreal for like an hour or two.
Water.
And it just,
Oh yeah.
Like-
it's not-
3 weeks ago, we were up in Tennessee, and that was the craziest 2 hours of fishing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh really? That good?
We put 3 over 40 and
40
Five.
pounds.
Yeah.
Not talking inches anymore. We're talking pounds. Stripers.
Oh,
Yep.
they're over 40 inches. Too,
Yeah.
that's
I guess. Yeah. What?
I got my personal best. It was 47 inches, 28-inch girth, 43 pounds.
Cheapers, crow.
But we put 3 over 40,
That's a big
5
ass
over
fish.
30, and 7 over 25 in the boat in 2 hours.
What are you catching them on?
Big glide baits.
Big glide bait. So you're a glide bait fan.
Mm-hmm.
I know that when you took Josh and Paul out, I know Josh, I'm telling you, he loved it so much that the next bass tournament we had on, he had every glide bait he had tied on like that. So, Jeremiah, everything this year has been totally off. Nothing has made sense beginning with the pre-spawn. And I would say that's pretty correct.
I would agree, Jeremiah.
Yeah,
I would agree.
It's been weird this year.
It's been a weird
winter.
one. It's been a year
Winter,
where,
winter lingered.
It lingered.
And I think it affected our bass bite just as much as it did your river bite and stuff.
it has. It has.
How many conversations have we had with people saying this year's been totally different or not the norm? A bunch.
Yeah, I know. Me and Bronson was fishing back in April in a club tournament, and that particular Sunday we were up the Chestatee arm, and we were way up Chestatee actually, and we were kind of like, damn, there's an awful lot of striper boats keep going up Chestatee.
Mhm.
Well, I don't think they're going up there for no reason. They're not just going up there to go look.
Right.
They're going up there to probably go fish.
Yeah.
And I
Is
just
that
thought, I
not-
just
is
thought
that-
to myself,
is that
I
not
said,
the norm?
April's seems a little late.
Yeah, it was a late year for
Yeah.
sure. To be fair on Lanier, just because there's a bunch of striper boats, that also means there's probably a bunch of people that don't know what they're doing
That's
in
true.
one spot.
That is true.
That might be.
Truly.
Now I was just making an assumption at the amount of striper boats that I had seen.
Right. Yeah. Joseph Gayton. Yep. Dango fish still spawning on the Etowah. I guess he's just seen that.
Striper?
He's probably talking more about bass, I would think. But still,
If y'all
it's
pay
late.
attention to the
What are you yawning for?
sorry. If y'all pay attention to our last video, not this
Strippers
one
on the
this
boats.
week, the one before last week, and you go look at the TikTok and pause the TikTok, when we put hour 2 together with Dane and Justin's 3
Right.
to show the combined weight of what we had. If you pay attention to Dane's 444 spot, it had a healing red tail.
Right. And so this is
it had been off the bed for just a couple of weeks, and this was June.
Yes.
It wasn't bleeding, but the tail was still pink and still recovering on the bottom.
Absolutely. So, yeah, it's been an odd year for sure.
It didn't help that we had like 4 weekends in a row of post frontal 35 mile an hour winds trying to blow us
good
off
Lord,
the water.
I know.
That didn't help.
No, I fished in that.
March
That was
sucked,
insane.
bro. That
If you could have
that was
fished
awful.
Thursday and Wednesday, like not gone to work and just fished Thursday and Wednesday all spring, it probably would have presented itself a little differently.
Yeah, but
in my
Saturdays
opinion.
sucked. I mean, seriously, I don't know how many tournaments in a row it was like.
Brutal.
It was
Mhm.
brutal.
It either
Just the wind was
it
brutal.
either rained,
Imaginable.
it either rained or
In April.
it snowed
It
in
did,
April.
it
It
did.
snowed one day on
Mhm,
us.
It did.
It either rained or by 9-10 o'clock it was go out to the main lake, and it was like, holy crap, it's blowing like
Yeah,
it's straight out of the east.
Yeah.
You know, it was like
we can't all
geez.
be Danny. Hey, it's worked for me, buddy. Zach Holbrook, I caught a spot on Tuesday with a healing tail. So again, it's just been an odd year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's been an odd year, but you know what? Hey, you have to fish the conditions that are presented to you, and I think January though really ruined all of us because like the bite was so great in January, early February, and all of a sudden it was just wind, cold,
Yeah, the
wind,
fishing in
wind.
January through early February was really good. Remember, we fished that tournament with Scott Barnes in January, and we were all standing out there, and we're all laughing with each other as we're sitting there waiting to blast off. Or like, it feels like a tournament, like blast off at the end of March.
Yeah, I remember you saying that was
because
Sal.
it was like
Yep.
60 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Because we were sitting beside Sal.
Sal Pinto. Right.
And we were like, feels like we should be having some shorts on or something.
Exactly,
like
and
that.
it was there, and then all of a
was-
sudden it went to hell.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. It did.
It
Wind
did.
picked up that afternoon, and it got colder.
Yeah.
but
But I know we fished 2 or 3 straight tournaments where the wind was blowing 20 plus
Mhm.
seems constantly all day long, and you just running your trolling motor like crazy, just trying to stay in a spot. It was insane like that. The Spro tournament was awful.
mhm.
I mean, the tournament was great. Excuse me. The weather conditions were awful and all that. And Lanier is notoriously rough, of course, and I'm sure all the other lakes all are as well. Fishing has been weird for a couple years now. Well, to be honest with you, the last 3 weeks I have found gizzard shad spawning in some places.
yeah,
Very interesting. But yeah, I mean,
wouldn't put it past it.
I
no.
wouldn't.
So
Was it last year we had a real late spring? It seems like.
it was weird. Yeah, it was weird.
But the fish were in the rivers way earlier last year.
Yeah.
It's all Elon Musk's fault.
I mean, you go up.
It's
and
all his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Elon's fault.
Just blame it on Elon.
I like
We
Elon.
like him.
I do like Elon, but I'm just saying he's doing something.
We don't like Joe Biden.
No, I'm sorry if you guys out there do. I don't either. So there
Me
we
either.
go. So it is what it is.
I did that.
You did that. I did that.
Get you
I
some
did that.
stickers.
You know why the wind blew? I did that.
You want some stickers?
We got some stickers.
I
So
got some stickers.
it was on
I'll get you some.
Rona. Oh, it's the Rona. Yeah, absolutely. It has something to do with
Here you
that. So anyway,
I will say that
it's a Democratic
the
conspiracy.
coronavirus, like the amount of people that have been on the water has, like the fish have reacted to that. They
Mhm.
are acting different.
Yeah.
Like they've adjusted to the pressure significantly.
Mhm.
So basically, what you're saying is they're sitting there and going, "Look at all these idiots up here fishing, and we're going to make some adjustments."
Pretty much.
Yeah, well, that, and I'm not knocking the fishing kayak guys. I'm not knocking you. I'm knocking all the orange armada that gets out. Let me tell you something. This is no
The
lie.
Orange Armada.
The orange armada happened. This happened on Hickory Log Saturday. I didn't tell you about it. I'm sitting 10 foot off a bank. Here comes a woman on a paddleboard and her husband, I assume, in a kayak. She proceeds to go between me and the bank. And I'm not lying when I'm saying I'm 10 foot off the bank because it's a really steep drop and I'm just pitching into it. Now, granted, she had a bikini on.
Okay.
So,
Plus one.
you know, that's a plus. But again, he goes, the husband yells from the back. He goes, "Hey, you need to come on this side." And I'm like, no, you're good. But she went between me and the bank at 10 feet. You know what I'm saying? It was like, good Lord, these people, they just don't know the.
She was
the
just trying to
etiquette.
get a fine look at, or a close look at that fine physique.
Well, hell, she must have been looking at somebody else because she wasn't looking at the fat guy on the boat.
Looks like.
Yeah,
Dana,
this is
happens to me all the
performance.
time.
This is performance.
They probably come by you,
Keep
Dana,
male
because they're probably like, "Is he from Kiss?
Kiss.
or
I
is he
wanna-
the guitar player for Rap?"
I want to rock and roll all night, baby.
So,
Yeah, party every day. So here we go.
Face tan lines are sexy.
Listen. If fat, balding guys are sexy, then she was in the right spot. But if not, it's okay. It's okay. But I was still like, I was just like, damn, hun. But I just tried to be polite. I got a company to think about. I had my hat on, the fit. And so she went right on, But inside my mind, I was like, if I had just a big half ounce, if it was a guy, I'd have probably thrown something at him. But
chicks dig the hair.
chicks dig the hair. Look at this, dude. I mean, they don't dig this.
Can you share?
Yeah.
He's got the guitar down in the rod locker.
He does. Could you see? I bet Dana. Could you see Dana pulling out one of them Spanish guitars, the flamingos or whatever? Yeah. Hello, baby.
Oh my God!
How are you?
Dana, can you confirm or deny that you've got
Braves trailing 12-4-7. That's cause Ian Anderson.
Hey, we
won
the series. We won the series.
He's a bum.
We won the series.
Kyle Wright did great, and everybody's done great. Yeah, it's pretty sad when Ian Anderson's your weak point because he was pretty good.
It's playoff Ian Anderson.
Playoff Ian Anderson is different. I love me some flamenco
Come
guitar.
play some.
We need to get. That's what we need to do next week. If we get Dana up here, he can. Pinkston and Dana. Dana can play that. That he can play. It would be philosophical. He could play. It'd be way over our heads. He could play some kind of Spanish or like Indian guitar, like that. That
Sitar.
Can you play a sitar, Dana?
Sitar, the frang, and then Pinkston can sit over there and do some
Namaste.
What
is in mantras? He rode up to the boat ramp Tuesday blaring a mantra, and I was like, "Hey, that's Steve."
What's the mantra?
It was the mantra. I don't know what it was, but it
well,
was.
Well, describe what you heard. Because them Indians, man, they're into that music, dude.
Yeah.
They like that stuff. Steve's into it.
Yeah.
Chicks, nuts, and mantras.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I like Steve's only rule.
What's his only rule?
He says, I only got one rule. Don't step on my rods. That was his only
Keep
rule.
it simple, stupid.
That was his only rule.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, that was his only rule.
But
it was great.
We could get Dana up here playing some good, like really, if he could play the sitar, and Steve could come up here and just whatever the hell it is he does.
Symbols.
Where can we get a sitar? Paul, you got a sitar?
No.
Does any of our listeners have a sitar? You know what that is, right?
If we're getting the sitar, Ryan needs some finger symbols so he can do a little ching, ching, ching.
Well, I mean, I think if you cross your arms and do this kind of stuff, whatever. Ow, shit. I'm sorry. My bad.
I can play the banjo.
Banjo. I don't think the banjo is good for mantras and stuff like that.
You got to do the best you can with what you got.
Peace. All right, so whatever. So here we go. All right, so now, what does that mean? That looks like some kind of gang symbol.
I don't know. It seems like I've seen something from Kama Sutra.
Every Kama Sutra thing I've ever seen had pictures.
How did Ryan end up with Steve instead of Danny? He wussed out.
Actually, I was supposed to go.
He wussed out.
And
Don't let him ID.
Yeah, I had something pop up, and I let Ryan take it. So there you go. So I have said this before, but this show is going off the rails quick. Nah, man, it's like listen. Tonight's a fun night. I mean, we're going to talk fishing and stuff, but tonight is all about whatever it is that these guys are going to play.
Oh, I mean, we've already caught 2 17-pounders.
Yeah, they've already put 2 17-pounders in the boat. Now, listen. First of all,
so my thing on this is what I'm thinking is
the prop. You stopped right there. I'm thinking that was where it went.
I will fish an area, and I will catch me 5, and after I catch my 5, we'll write the weight down. And I'll clear it out, and then we'll let Alex pick the next area, and then he can go catch him 5, and then we'll see who has the biggest 5.
So we're having a Sega Bass Fishing tournament.
Yes.
And I get to commentate.
Yes.
Sound
good?
I got to take a pot of it.
I'm with it. What are we putting on the table?
I don't know what we're playing for. What are we playing for?
Strip fishing.
No.
Let's see. How big a boy are you? Come on. Are you scared? Do I have to back you up into the cove to pee?
I'm a trophy fisherman, but I'm not the trophy fisherman level that Alex is. He goes out and hunts for 40-pounders. I go out and hunt for like 8-pounders.
But listen, you got to have confidence in yourself, man. You're beautiful. You got to have confidence in yourself. You're beautiful.
Thanks.
I'm just saying that because we're on camera.
I've ever heard you say.
Is it really the sweetest thing I've ever said?
No.
I didn't think so.
No.
I said I loved you one time.
You did.
I did.
I don't say
All right.
that a lot.
We're not going to go knuckle deep or nothing like that, but we're going to get in here to the Sega Bass Fishing. So explain to everybody because I'm actually getting ready to take a bathroom break. I've done broke the dam.
I thought you were going to commentate.
Well, just explain to everybody what you're going to do real quick and give me 30 seconds to run upstairs and pee.
Go.
right.
I don't know what else I need to explain. So,
Danny, beer me while you're up.
so,
Surprise me.
so I'm going to fish for 5.
I'm good.
I'm going to catch my 5, and then you're going to catch your 5, and then probably right after that, we'll probably set a timer, and we'll probably each take like 5 minutes or so, and we'll see if we can't cull.
I don't know what that was up there.
Danny just fell and broke a hip.
All we heard was boom, and then as actually more like it was like boom, and then damn it, that's all we heard.
Okay,
need to make sure he's-
maybe we are officially off the rails.
We
now,
need to
Ron.
make sure he's okay. I don't know. Okay, so are you all right? Hold on while we technical. Dang, it was a loud boom.
Yeah, that was
pretty
boom.
loud.
Yeah, that was substantial.
That was pretty
That
loud.
was substantial.
Maybe Danny's okay. I hear them up there talking. I don't know what they're doing. So anyway, this is Sega Bass Fishing. I do not know what year it came out, but this is probably the funnest video game to play for bass fishing there's probably ever been. Hands down. It is super, super fun. It's actually relatively realistic the way the bass act.
Oh, I'll say that after the first 5 minutes. It is relatively realistic.
It is relatively, and it is like there is not an American soul involved in this game.
That's probably why it's realistic.
It is completely like the names at the end of the credits when you do the career mode or the end of arcade mode is Miyazaki Yukazami and Mishijo Susumu. You name it. It's
The Pokemon people.
It's the Pokemon people. It's like Funimation. They developing Pokemon. So as soon as Paul gets back, because he left the camera off, we'll. I don't know. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because we just described what happened.
Who set that thing out in the way? Which one?
You pick.
Oh gosh.
All right. So anyway, yeah. So
Be nice
there
if
was
I had water.
there was a glass case in the way, and it's dark upstairs. And I actually hit it. My bad. But for all you guys that were worried, I'm fine. We're gonna carry on.
Mm-hmm.
Did you explain the rules?
We did.
Okay. So let's.
So I'm gonna catch 5. He's gonna catch 5, and then after that, we're gonna try it. We're gonna give each other about 5 minutes a piece each to try to cull. And you got a pen?
Well, hell no. I got it. Look, I got it right here. I got the listen.
The notes app.
Wait a second.
The notes app.
A crashing boom. The
All right,
president
so
stopped on his bike. Might as well have been.
You're gonna
Okay, keep score.
keep score.
On this official scoring napkin that we've
The
got.
official
Yes,
scoring
official
napkin
scoring.
of Fish
Well,
North
it's
Georgia.
right here. So
Listen. That's got all our. This is how bad it is at Fish North Georgia. Right here is the official passwords to Josh's computer and everything. It's on the back of a napkin.
Show to everybody.
It's on the back of a napkin, dude. So all right, so here we go. So I get to commentate.
yes, you're gonna write down each.
I got the
write
score
down
thing.
my name and his name, and keep track of
Now, can
all
we get
5 that we
different
catch.
Styles to commentate in.
Yeah. Okay, you never chat.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
Are you gonna commentate like a Japanese?
If I can
trying
get
to be
all these
American?
gnats away from me, son of a gun. Look at that.
I want to hear him do like Sunday 18th hole at the Masters.
As we're here, Ryan is getting ready to
He lays
cast.
the cast in against
Ryan
the
makes a
Highlands.
cast. That's the crowd hushes here at Augusta.
Pulses the buzzbait.
Okay, so here we go. Just fish, dude.
We're gonna fish. Y'all ready? Here
We're
we go.
ready. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Anybody know an exterminator? Seriously.
Get her on screen.
Josh Tatum.
Oh, we need to get Tatum up here to blast this place. All right, here we go.
Get us on screen. All right.
All right, here we go. Round 1.
All right. So we'll go.
Right.
Prepare to modify. What is that thing? Now, this is a Japanese game, right?
Yes. It is.
All right, here's the question of the week. How many blonde Japs do you know? That's one. So why is that guy blonde-headed?
I don't know.
And it's a Japanese game.
I don't know which way I want to go.
Where's Lake
first,
Paradise
so.
at?
You can't fish the same place twice.
Oh,
I'm good with it.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the Cape area first.
Okay, so what lake are we on?
It's select weather.
Make it
lake.
rainy.
It's
Make it hard.
fine.
We want it rainy. Let's go. Get your ass wet. Here we go.
Morning, noon, or evening.
We want to go morning. Heavy rain in the morning.
Cape area.
Cape area. That didn't sound Japanese.
That sounded.
Australia.
I'm going to totally go against the grain right here, too.
Enjoy your fishing.
Oh, we got great conditions.
So Sheffield's up here at round 1, and he is going to choose. What is he going to choose? What are we choosing there? We're going to go to the spook. He's going top water right here. So he marks. He makes a cast, and there we go. So he's working it. He's working it. He is working. What the hell am I supposed to announce?
I don't know. Just wait till I see if I can get a bite.
He's really working that
That's a
controller.
fish already. I'm getting the bedtime silly.
He's working the controller really good. And he skunks on cast 1. So there we go. Paul, you got the timer going? Because he said 5 minutes. Oh, there we go.
Oh, the little one got it. The big one missed it.
Right over the rock pile.
Oh,
The little one missed it.
Cast that pencil bait over the rock
I just
pile
want
and
to
bring
bring
wolf
both.
packs of large
Both
mouth bass
flipping.
to the
Both
surface.
flipping.
This is a little bitty one.
Let that blonde-headed
Oh.
Japanese guy both flip.
Okay, an average
There we go.
Hey, an average size.
Average. So Ryan, you're average. Sheffield not going to going with the buzz bait.
There's a giant one up here. It's just
Sounded
up
retarded.
here. Unless he done moved on. He may have moved on from
That
the
giant
explosion.
fish ain't gonna come back and bite. There's no way.
Too.
Oh man, you're batting 333. One more, and you're right near the Mendoza line. I mean, said no pressure on. The camera's on.
You're horrible.
You told me to announce. Give me do it.
Well, I mean,
It's a
whatever
Japanese
whatever
announcer.
you
Chong
wanna
chong
do.
dang dong dang
We got to find where the big ones are.
dong dong. Oh! We got the little one again.
No, this was a decent one. It's not a giant.
Things heard at the Sheffield residence.
What?
You got the little one again.
Oh, Lord.
So oh man,
Okay, now.
Oh, it's smaller than the last
Yes.
one. That's
come on,
wonderful.
dude.
That's wonderful.
You're really sucking it up.
That's wonderful.
Change
Like
your
me in
bait.
the water. Oh, it's a big one. Oh,
Change your bait.
Listen, I'm trying to put a limit in the boat.
Oh, you're going for the limit. That's what I
He
say.
said he was going to get his 5.
Yeah. This is a hickory log tournament right
I don't
now.
think there's anything really out
I don't
here.
know. 2 for 4 could win.
That actually is. That would win on hickory log. Ryan needs to learn how to work the stick.
I'm trying.
Again, things heard at the Sheffield residence.
You're
All right,
not
we
down
got
to
it.
deep benches for the win.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh, he changed baits. He's going down now, bumping off the structure.
The clown crankbait.
Oh!
Get it, get it.
Come on!
Swim
Oh!
on, you
Come on!
shitting me.
That is awful.
That's miserable.
That is
All
awful.
right, we'll change the color. We're gonna go
Oh,
with
he's
more-
changing colors
We're gonna go
now.
with the more minnow style one. We're gonna go back up in here in this rack. Y'all
Here
gave
we
me the
go.
worst conditions to fish in.
I had to make it tough.
Oh,
here we go.
There's a giant. We got a good one.
Line tension. The line tension. Line's gonna break.
You gotta play the fish.
You gotta play the fish. You gotta play him, man. I'm gonna laugh my ass off as he breaks your line. What
I'm gonna
are we on? What are we on? Beginner mode?
No, there is no mode. They all
Oh, good grief. What do we got here? Oh, that's a big one. Woo!
This one.
That's a 10 pound.
This one's huge.
Did you write that down?
Oh shit, I ain't wrote none of them down. You're at 14,
Well, this is third fish is 14.
14, 11 ounces. So you got 2 more. Oh, Kitech.
There is a Kitech type.
That's how fish do me on live scope, Tim White says.
There's a bunch of them over here. This is a little one.
Well, why is your line gonna break?
Because I'm cranking it as fast as
What kind of line? You got that strand line
It's
going.
that
The DuPont
that
strand.
blue DuPont strand. This is a big one.
Here we go. That's 3 pounds. 3 pounds.
Oh, big one. Okay.
There we go. 20 pounds, 4 ounces
All
right,
right, so I
now.
got one more fish to catch right here.
2004.
Alex is gonna like totally blow me out of the water because I know where he's going next.
What are you throwing here, Ryan? What are we trying? Oh, we got another one. This game's too easy. This is not
Well, they're
realistic.
stacked up on this point. It's like real life. I mean, they're all over there. What else do you want me to do?
Look at that. That fight didn't last for 2 seconds. That's 1.5.
Oh God.
1.5. 2 pounds.
2 pounds, 1 ounce.
All right. So
Okay.
Ryan, after
I'm at 22.5.
22.5.
That's horrible. All right. So now
20
we're-
pounds, 5 ounces. Now, Ryan, before we let Alex go,
Mhm.
tell me a little bit about your first round.
I sucked.
Well, what were you doing wrong?
I didn't get the big bites. I
Well,
only got the little ones.
But why?
I don't know. That's code in video games.
I mean, I don't understand. I watched you fish earlier today catching 14 pounders. Why now are we not catching 14?
I don't know.
Are you
I got
scared
a
of the
call
camera?
round. I got a call round.
Okay, all right.
I got
It's just when you turn the camera on.
I got a
That's right.
call round.
Are you
okay?
nervous?
No.
Do we have any nerves going?
Paradise. Select an area.
Where you going there, Alex?
Oh, hold on, man.
Alex, what is your game plan
I'm on the
for
wrong
this?
mode. I'm on the wrong mode. Hold on. I'm on the wrong mode.
That is
Oh,
not
on the wrong
conducive
mode.
for TV.
I'm on the wrong mode.
All
I
right, so while we're
apologize.
waiting on him to fix the
Enjoy your
Sega,
fishing.
what
This
are
is the
you?
arcade mode.
What are you thinking about going with?
I know what he's
What's
doing.
your strategy?
He's going straight back to the same damn place.
Oh,
that
I'm
we
going
played
straight back to
earlier.
the 17 pounder hole.
Yeah,
Okay, but what's your strategy, man?
I know what he's going to do.
It's just totally dependent on conditions.
Well, it's raining in this in the morning.
If we get rain in the morning, we're gonna go with the popper.
Okay, going with the popper. Here we go. He sucked it good though.
Oh, I get to select my
Yeah, no,
weather.
you got to do rainy. You got to do raining. You got to do morning.
Oh, he's
It-
gonna make it difficult.
It's
on
got
me.
it's got to suck on both.
Again.
Yeah, I get to
So
choose.
what? The next.
Wait a second. I
you
choose
get to
conditions.
choose
All right, yeah,
conditions?
Danny is the condition
I'm-
doctor.
Select a lure.
So now Alex is on board and
So
he's
here we
choosing
go.
his weapon of choice right now.
He's going.
Uh oh,
We don't know what
he
he's going
he
with.
passed the popper.
There's the Sonic crankbait.
There's the popper, just like a river guy,
Bad popper.
just like a river guy.
He's
So,
going to the juice.
oh,
hole.
he's going to the back
straight
corner.
to the juice.
Going to the back corner right here. He makes his cast with a DuPont strand and pops
The Cajun red.
and pops. He's working it at a nice rhythm.
Going
Oh, look
giant
at that.
right there.
Come on, you got to make
Oh,
that
it's coming.
make that fat
Oh,
girl.
it's coming.
There we go. There, fish on. Big one. It's a big one.
That line's gonna break. It's like the new FC sniper.
Well, there we go. There's a little
Yeah, no, that's just like-
little trash there. Look at the flex in that rod. And again, the blonde-headed Japanese guy is going to lift it to the boat. What do we got for the first fish? This one's huge.
This one's huge.
Starts off with an 8-pounder.
8-pounder.
Starts off with an 8-pounder. So there we go. There we go. So,
He gets the juice hole.
and he throws right back in the same
Oh,
spot.
there's more of them over there. What do you expect?
I mean, you know, if we were on Lake Lanier, we'd already pulled the trolling motor up and gone somewhere else. Huh? Everyone's sucking tonight.
Oh, here he comes. He's gonna get another one.
Look, he's got another one, a nice one here. Oh, it jumped. It's a really sporty fish. And it's really
He's
got
playing conservative with his reeling. He's reeling. He's
He
reeling
is.
slow.
the finger control on this
Like the
man.
complete opposite from
The
real
finger
life.
control. Look
Yeah,
at that.
rod here.
Look at the bend on the rod. And again,
Oh, it's a big one.
It's,
Oh, a big
5
one.
pounds,
Oh,
4 pounds. There we go. All right, so after 2 fish,
He's already got half
We're gonna
my weight.
call an audible
He does.
after this cast.
he goes right back in the same damn spot again.
Why change what's working?
That's exactly right. Again, totally disproving the Lake Lanier guys that you got to jump up after one fish in the brush pile. Leave it to say goodbye. Oh, that's a little one.
Oh,
But
we
you
got
gotta
a
have
little melon.
You got to have it.
So if you
Hey, turn your
intentionally
rod.
break the fish off, does it count?
You're gonna have a hard time breaking that one off.
I mean, it looks like 52-pound DuPont strand right there, so it might be big game.
52.
Cajun red.
an average size.
Oh, we both have
Oh,
a 1
yeah.
pound 15
You got the
ouncer.
one, yeah. So there we go.
You gotta make hay with these last two.
As we're changing the baits right now, Alex is going to go with the crankbait right here. All right.
He's gonna go straight to the brush pile.
No, he's going to change corners
No,
right
he's
here.
going straight to the brush pile.
Definitely
There's a
Doc's.
brush pile right in between this thing. He's going.
Oh, look
to
at
it.
him dig. That is absolutely perfect the way you're digging the bottom with that. He can't stand it. He's
He got it anyway.
There we go.
I think he should have broke you off. And went
Yeah,
around
you
that
should have
pole.
broke me off.
Oh,
the line goes
through the pole.
Why can't that be real life?
That is some hellacious DuPont strand right there.
It's blue, baby.
It's blue. It is absolutely. All right, so after his fourth fish, where are we at?
He's got a big one.
4 pounds.
5
Dang.
pounds,
All
4
All right, so hold on. 9:15.
He's
So-
got one more fish to catch.
Basically a 2.9 fish.
Where am I at?
You're at 22.5. He's at 19.15. Basically, he's got to go like 2.8, 2.9 somewhere with the math. I'm sure
Yeah.
somebody else is checking it out. He works the crankbait. He's definitely digging the bottom just like he should. And, totally textbook right here. Perfect. As he's working. Oh, look at
Oh,
that
there's
big
a
girl.
giant.
Oh, you don't want that little one. You don't want that little one. You better change it.
Oh, he's gonna get
You better take it away. Get that. That's right. That's right. Skip a Cinco under that dock. Who fishes a dock without a flipping jig? So there we go.
Oh,
The
Lord.
mastery, the control right here.
Look
Look at all the bait.
Look at all the bait.
There's bait in the area. But, I'm finding this a little devoid of structure. Right? Look at that. That is absolutely textbook, my man. Digging that thing. There you go. And it looks like, oh, that's it. That's the one. Oh, come on.
No!
That was like
It
a
makes you wonder what's really happening underneath the water.
That was like
when
a date as a
happens.
16-year-old. Open that mouth to give you nothing. Here we go.
All right, he's
You
gonna
don't
bump.
get that
Now he's
commentary
going
on
to actually
PFL.
do a real legit technique. He's going to try to bump the pilings of bridge pile or the dock pilings with the crankbait. which is
I'm just
actually a very
amazed
good
that big
technique.
ass monofilament's allowing it to.
Oh,
You
he
better
said,
get it
he
away
said
from
I'm
him.
getting it away from
Now,
that
see,
one.
he is using strategy. He's using strategy that you didn't do.
You should have told me about that
Get the
fast reel
strap.
button.
Yeah. Oh, he got closer this time. He got close. Look at that. See, it's this magic line he's got going on right here. That big girl's gonna come out of nowhere and she's gonna smack it right here. There. All right. So hey.
She's not that interested.
Wait a second. Oh,
Oh, she's swimming off.
as he changes
Eat
at the
the
top.
crank-
Look at that bluegill.
Get that bluegill right there.
Big old bluegill.
The brim cometh as he changes up his lure for his final fish of this evening. Or
You're
this
going around
round one.
time here.
I thought that was the call.
Huh?
I don't know. Y'all. Oh, he's back to the
Oh,
popper.
he's back to the popper again. He's working that thing very slow, very methodical. Oh God!
There it
Oh,
is.
God,
there it is. There it is. Got it. Oh. Lieutenant Dan of Fishing Lines. He's got magic legs. That's right. But he's got to land it as the line breaks through every pole on the thing. He's got to land it. The pressure's on. Work them fingers, man. A lot of line tension going on. Shout out to Stren DuPont.
Oh, he get loose!
bulldogging.
He get loose! Go shake it off.
Turn the rod left.
Oh, he got him in the boat.
And the final right here is for round one. Oh, you got your ass kicked.
Because he
So-
showed me where the fish were the first
Showed him
round.
where the fish were.
30 pounds, 5 ounces. He beat you by
Wrote down.
8 pounds even.
Okay.
So that's where we're at. 8 pounds even right here.
All right.
All right, so now
All
let's
right. So now where are we going? You
I
get
want
to
you-
pick.
I get a pick. Let's see what I get to do.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Is it the same lake every time?
There's only 3 areas. Well, there's actually 4 areas of the lake. There's this one area of the lake where there's nothing but 15 plus.
Why the hell ain't we fishing there?
I don't know. You want to?
Selected
There it
area.
is, right
The
there.
Palace. All right, let's go sunny and let's go late afternoon.
I didn't pallet.
8 pounds.
You want sunny?
Sunny and I want late afternoon.
So noon or evening?
No, I want late afternoon.
So
Evening.
evening. Okay.
Setting the mood.
I'm
Here
gonna
we go.
I'm gonna
Now
hit
hold
the
on a second.
restroom.
Hold
I'm
on a
gonna come
second.
back.
Pause it. Pause it.
Hold will.
What's the rules of
Enjoy
this
your
now?
fishing.
Okay, so what's the rules? So he's up. He beat you by 8.
Yeah.
So he's got an 8-pound advantage.
hmm
So are you doing the next 5? So basically he's plus 8.
Yeah, but this needs to be under a time limit
Okay, so
to cull.
okay, so here we go. There's no real culling.
Well,
You're just going to
We
add
needed
to
a
it.
time
we didn't
limit.
keep track
We
of
didn't
the
keep-
actual-
I say we just go round by round. Whoever.
Okay, so let me-
all
on
right,
5.
we'll do round by round, and we'll see best weight goes 5.
Get your first
And
5.
then if we
no
really
time
want to
on
get interesting in it, we can do the arcade mode where you have a time limit set in the game.
Oh, watch. How the hell do I do time on my thing?
Oh my god.
Dude, this
But
is.
it's not like we don't have a clock. Like
Okay,
up
so
on the screen.
I was going to do a time thing, but.
Time. Like
Oh, the alarm thing.
50,
Clock. There we go, clock.
55,
There we go, clock.
50,
Here we go.
Look at all
Stopwatch.
them alarms.
I know it, man. It takes me a lot to wake up.
Yeah,
in the
I'm
morning.
saying.
All right, are you ready? 5 minutes.
There we go.
Starting
I'm gonna go to the bathroom
now.
He's gonna have 47 pounds.
Throw that true grit around them docks. So Ryan is going to go in round 2 with the spinner bait, which is typical Sheffield. No, he's not. He's changing it up and going with the buzz bait.
Select the casting
Black
point.
buzz bait right here. Here we go.
Like buzz.
Big bite buzz bait. Come on, man. You got to really get it up there. Here we go. At the palace.
You're right, Kurt, what was Sega thinking by not having the sugar game?
Robbie Woody, where the hell are y'all? We don't know. Some Blake in Japan.
That's what it's got to be.
There's
There's not very
Did he hit
there's
that thing
not
too?
very many fish. There is not very many. Look, the broom coming right there. There's not very many fish in this part of the
You
lake.
really didn't stick with that buzz bait long.
Well, I didn't see anything.
Working it down the steps by the log.
There's the dead person.
There's a dead person.
Like Lake Lanier.
Like Lake Lanier. We had a guy come in here today. Actually, still thinks Lake Lanier's haunted.
There's nothing over there. So let's go somewhere else.
1 minute and
How
5
long-
seconds.
how long
of it.
do I
Like,
get?
You get 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah. You get 5 minutes.
What a cast.
I like that real theatrical music they got going on there. So he's bringing it up the rock. Oh, there's 1, 2. You want that big one right there, Ryan?
It's gone.
They're just not responding to the crankbait. Y'all fish in Castlevania. Absolutely. That's what's funny about it. Third cast, third different bait. Did you trip on that thing?
Glass case 2, fish north Georgia 0.
That's exactly right. So Ryan's got 2 minutes of bypassed in his 5 minutes, and he has yet to get a bite. These fish are stingy right here.
Oh my God. they're not-
The thematic music.
I don't even have to
Gosh.
say anything because the music's so good. He's struggling. He's struggling. Oh,
Oh, he's gonna break
wait, I
out.
think I break out the beetle spin.
Oh, the grub.
The grub.
Ryan is fishing finesse with 52 pounds on strand.
Oh, the big one's watching.
Big one's close
Get
by.
it, get it, get it.
Oh, they're interested in it, but that's a little bitty one.
You need all of them.
Don't I?
Oh,
Oh my
man.
gosh.
There we
Hey.
We're gonna let it.
Sheffield
We're
Connect.
gonna let it eat. We're gonna let it eat.
You understand. Turn around, right. Be careful.
go. That fight took all of 5 seconds. But he's got
That.
2 pounds.
that
Okay.
is not
We've got
really-
weight in the boat.
All right, so they want something spin. They want something moving, but
He breaks out the
You're on the blade.
he's throwing the blades. Interesting, he's going with the double willow.
I don't think that's a.
Is it not enough? Oh, that can come out of nowhere. Ryan, you're right now at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. You got a minute and a half.
You understand.
You got to house that puppy. You gotta get a cast, dude. You ain't got time to show that thing off.
Oh, a big one.
6 pounds, 9 ounces. There we go. You better make this one count.
Okay, this is great.
Minute.
We have a
minute 10.
castle in the middle of the lake.
It's got a dead person in it too, dude.
oh god, freaking horses right there too.
1 minute. 1 minute. It's because you ain't got no Kitech on the back of it.
This is probably the hardest part of the lake. In all seriousness. Oh my God.
You needed that one. You know where he's at.
Two of them back
I don't
there.
have enough time.
30 seconds.
So if he hooks up,
30 seconds. Yeah, if he hooks up, we'll allow it. He's got to hook up within 5 minutes. 20 seconds.
you got a hop to this dude. Come on. There you go.
I'm not interested in it.
10,
How much time do I got?
9,
Sounds like striker
Eight,
90% of the
7, 6, 5, 4,
That is
3,
an accurate statement.
2,
Yes,
1.
it is.
Time is up.
Oh my God, these things are not interested.
And time is up. All right, so there we go. So you got 6 pounds, 9 ounces, which brings your total weight up to 28 pounds and 14 ounces. You're still behind by 1 point something.
I didn't exit. So start the weight over. Hold on. Start the weight
If it has corpses in it, maybe dead sticking a fluke is the deal, says Mr. We Hunt right there.
Oh,
And his
Paul,
great-
Paul knows about dead sticking the flute.
The Palace.
That was a good day, man.
That was a good day.
All right, so you got to go back to the palace, and Danny's got to pick the time.
Same thing.
Enjoy your fishing.
Evening,
Enjoy
clear.
your-
evening and clear. So while we're loading it up, what do you think thus far?
I like it. This is a blast.
You like it? You're having fun?
Oh, yeah.
I wish I knew like a foreign language. I would announce it in that. I will say that the angler's got the tightest pair of pants on I've ever seen an angler in history.
If you see the girl.
Standard Japanese stuff.
All right,
Standard
so
Japanese
All
stuff.
right, so we're doing.
Select
Have you seen the
Fine.
Paul? Have you seen the dirty underwear bait?
No.
The new DRT bait. They're
All
calling
right,
it the
so here
dirty
we go.
underwear bait.
Sal Pinto, this is great. So here we go. All right. So yeah, you guys share it around. Hey, people are missing out tonight.
Near baits jerk shads on this.
All right. So here we go. So
No frozen.
what are we throwing?
No frozen H2O.
all right. Oh, whoa, stop. Hold on a second. I got to reset the clock. You only get 5 minutes. You only get 5 minutes.
Hands
And
off.
ready, go.
Select the casting point.
So
He's going for the deep dive, and he's going to work the same area that I work and see if they're there. Just to see if they're there right now. Look at that thing. That bill is gone, dude.
and again, the line cut right through the pole. I'm absolutely amazed at this fishing line. Look at that right through the rock.
What you didn't see earlier was there was like no fish over here when I threw it over here, and I was like, "Are you in the middle of the freaking ditch? Are you
Right.
kidding me?"
This
Oh,
is
and there was
insane.
a big one that was like coming for it. I messed her up.
All right. So hey, 30 seconds have passed.
This is very linear like. You go from like whacking them to nothing.
Well, he said this was the hardest part of the lake, but it was full of big ones. While you're working it, can you tell everybody why you're going with the crankbait right here?
Slow, deep crankbait, shallow water. Working as slow as possible.
And hey, he is working it really thoroughly through the area. That really sucks right there. That really sucks. 0 for 2 so far, but he's going right back in the same spot. He's going to work that thing. I really like the dramatic music, though.
So what is that? Do we have to answer with fishing?
Oh, big one! Yeah, he got one over there.
So we answer with fishing?
We can, yeah. If you guys got any questions right now in the comment section, please throw them up, or any suggestions for these guys. We'll absolutely put it on there. I'm gonna say 7-2.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
This one's
8 pounds. Oh,
8 pounds, 4 ounces.
there's the boom. You got 2 minutes, man.
He's already beat me on this round. The next one we're gonna play arcade
Why?
because there's a time limit in the game, and you got to clear the area. A lot more challenging.
I think Ryan is gonna make it. Yeah, he's gonna make it harder on these out here. So, again, Alex, you're sticking with the crankbait. Is this a normal part of your everyday repertoire?
I absolutely hate crankbaits.
Okay.
Straight up, I hate
Straight up.
crankbaits.
He's back with a popper. He is a popper guy. This right here is the river guy in him. Right, bad things is I'm looking. What is I'm looking up on my switch. Well, you notice I'm not playing because I know nothing. All right, you're at 3 minutes 10 seconds, or 2 minutes 10 seconds left.
The peckerhead's looking at it.
The little peckerhead comes.
I still have not got anybody to tell me why they call them peckerheads. You got any idea?
Because they're small ones and we all got one.
It's just like linear fish. They just don't want to come out.
Oh my goodness! So, why not have the round winner start the next round so they are unfamiliar with the area? We can do that.
Well, looks like he's about to go because he's already beat.
Oh, look, he's changed to a worm, dude.
Oh, he's a big worm.
Look at how slow that falls. Oh, he is really slowing it down, guys. 1 minute 30 seconds left. This is pre-drop shot. How is there a Japanese video game and no drop shot? But according to Harmon, he was throwing the doodle in 70s.
I think you can doodle with this sucker. Oh gosh!
Here we go. The tension is high.
Looked at it and said, "Nope, bro,
No, just like a linear fish.
1 minute.
That's like a panoptic stick. She comes all the way down and looks at your face and runs off.
So here's the problem I have. Can you not choose worm color?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget you can get ugly. You got to change the colors.
You got
Get your hip wide.
50. You got 45 seconds
I'm gonna
left.
go to the ounce-and-a-half jig.
Oh, he's throwing the true grit right here.
Oh, true grit. Look, here's the ounce-and-a-half jig.
All right. I'm going to count it down for you now. 30 seconds left.
Look. There you go.
He's got it. He's looking at it.
On that leg.
20 seconds. And he got it. The true grit always comes through, guys. And I guarantee you that while he's fighting that fish through all the rock, the head and the paint will not chip.
Yeah, I will say, for all the swim baits I throw, the 3 biggest shoal bass to ever enter my boat are all in 3/8 ounce PB&J true grit jigs.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
There you go. All right. So you got,
It came off.
you're done.
What'd you do?
Oh, it got off.
no.
It got
You
off.
lost it.
All right. So
It's
we,
not big true grit jig.
it's not. So we end that round. Is over 28-14 for Ryan. So how do you feel right now?
I feel ecstatic.
Tell everybody about what it feels like to be a winner of round of the first ever Sega Bass Fishing competition here on the Livewell.
I mean, it's just special to piss excellence.
You piss excellence. That's I get that. I get that.
Up in the morning.
Wake up in the morning, piss excellence.
Absolutely, and I totally agree. I know exactly how you feel. I wake up every morning feeling that way. So, you know, hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with confidence right there, shake and bake and all that good stuff.
Shake and bake. If you ain't
Shake
first, you're last.
That's right. So you won. So again, I want you to tell all the 38 people out there, 37 people out there who are watching, just what are the emotions that are going through you right now?
A little bit of apprehensiveness because I know Ryan is sandbagging me. He's about to probably roll up, catch like a 57-pound limit on 5 fish in 2 minutes.
Yeah, but you
Yeah, a
took
little bit defensive here.
Yeah, right. But you took round one and you took it well. You got any other cliches you want to throw out there for the audience?
I caught it in the water.
You caught it in the water. Words of wisdom right there. He caught it in the water because if you're not in the water, you can't catch fish.
Mhm.
Right there. So no, seriously, on a serious note, while Ryan went up there to get him something to drink, how's your fishing been though? I know we talked a little bit about you had a great trip to Tennessee,
Mhm.
and that was really good. But how about anything in Georgia recently?
I mean, Georgia's been good. There's been a lot of pressure, but I mean, it's been solid.
Been
Really
solid.
good.
How's the shoal bass fishing? Because that's something we don't really cover enough, and I know that is the trophy fish in Georgia that people from out of state come in to catch. You know, that's a destination fish. That is our fish, as Paul says.
It's been fabulous, and really, like, I've actually been throwing a lot of true grit jigs.
Well, we appreciate the shout out like that. Is that normally what you would do to target shoal bass?
I've been on a little bit of a jig kick this year.
Have
Like,
you really?
Yeah. I've been
suck
on a
at
jig
jigs.
kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I mean, yeah.
Generally I would be throwing, bigger swim baits, and I think it's been conditions, like, a lot of post frontal, windy days, and Paul was with me. I took Paul and Josh out, and we tried to stick to the swim bait. I wanted to show him like the big bait bite, the big follows, like all the really cool stuff that comes with that. And as soon as it wasn't panning out, so let's start cycling through presentations, let's start cycling through sizes, and what do you know, it was, as soon as we dead stick the mag fluke, actually it was a complete accident.
Right.
I put on a mag fluke on a flutter hook, and we just got to talking, and I think Paul just like stopped reeling.
I love Jeremiah. Very fitting, suspenseful show bass music.
But I think like
we're just having fun tonight, man. There you go.
It's a blast. But I think like Josh and Paul and I, we just like got to talking about, I have no idea what it was, but we were like very engaged in the conversation. Paul just like stopped reeling and lets this mag fluke just sit on the sandbar. Gets cranked by like a 15-pound striper. It's like, all right, that's it.
There you go.
And yeah, that was probably the best day of the spring.
Okay.
Honestly, like the best day of the spring.
Now, Paul says, now let me ask you this. What do you think about Josh's hook set? We got to work on that with him, don't we?
We do have to work on that with him.
We do. I love
He's
Josh.
such a calm, nice guy. I don't think he's got like the anger in him to like.
I have tried. Listen, I have tried my best to piss him off so bad, and you know what he does? He laughs at me, which just makes me madder. He just chuckles. We're waiting on you. You got your ass kicked. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Is Paul going to get to play? All right, so here's what we'll do. No, I'm not going to play. I'm going to commentate. So what's up, Jason Coker? Just a quick hello. Glad I stopped in to see Gaming Old School. Got to hit the road early tomorrow. Just keep casting. Hey, we appreciate you stopping in. Watch the rest of it tomorrow, man. Absolutely. He's from what, Wisconsin? That's right, man. We love you up there, buddy. We like all our northern friends like that. So we appreciate you just taking the time to say hello. And again, hey, watch us tomorrow and finish this up. So right now, after 2 rounds, we're going to do 3 rounds. You got 5 more minutes. Okay? What we're going to do is on round 3, you're behind. Whoever's behind on round 3 picks the spot. So you get to pick the spot. You get to pick the conditions. And you get to try to make up. Right now, you're down by basically just about 2 pounds. All right, so it's on you, buddy. With all the suspenseful music and everything like that, where are we at in this world where we're...
I am a little disappointed that there's not like an even tougher area for him to select with the suspenseful music.
I like the
toughest area is in the classic mode. It's the bridge. You literally, the only thing you have as a fish is a bridge and a dock.
Okay.
Yeah, and if y'all have any questions for me, ask them while Ryan is
seriously,
because I'll probably screw up and let more
especially
information out when I'm playing. I'll answer them when I'm playing, and I'll probably screw up more.
If you're into the river fishing stuff and all like that, Alex is actually a very knowledgeable river guy. And I will say this, that when Paul talks about you, he's like, dude, this guy's legit when he talks about you. So if Paul says it, I tend to believe it, like that. So that's a really good compliment coming from Paul.
We'll have to get you out in the rock creek sometime.
We need to. We need to do some videos with you, man. Seriously. Accomplished angler. All right, so right now, Ryan is taking a cloudy morning. He's taking a cloudy morning, and hold on a second, because this will be good.
I don't know if
We're fishing the inlet. And when I tell you, did y'all see the Brave score? I heard it was bad. So, all right, I'm going to let you select your first bait. And when you select it, I'm going to hit the button. Here we go. Start.
Problem.
It's going to be a big one.
I screwed up and drank a monster and a whole liter of water. Oh, Ryan with a big one off the rip.
I'm even the woman. I'm
talking about some tight shorts.
Yeah. She says, yeah. There's some Beasley specials. Oh, look at that jacket. It says, zoom in on that Paul. It says speed. Y'all want to see a water motor? That's a water motor 250 right there. That's what it says on the side of it.
Oh!
Where am I?
Turn rod right. Be careful with the tension.
Round with the popper. Round with the popper.
Be careful.
I think I'm gonna start playing as a woman more. She has funny little ad libs.
Oh,
She looks like a
that's right.
Japanese woman with brown hair.
I've got. I
We got a
have
little-
something I can't say.
24-foot cast going on.
I have something I can't say.
Our monetization.
Fish. Here she says fish.
Be careful. No.
Just
Also,
saying.
yes.
Small one.
Also, yes.
It's a peckerhead. There's a giant over here still.
I mean, I'm not saying it's possible.
I saw one at the gym like 2 days ago. I about did a double take. My eyes about popped out my head. Off camera.
Let's get over here on them racks. Oh God!
Oh, that's a big one.
You know what? The first thing I noticed when I come back down, he's got the Daisy Dukes on.
I got a woman.
That dovetails with our conversation, boss.
I mean, seriously. You
Listen-
know,
listen
okay.
to her
Oh, there you go.
Listen to her comment. She love you long time.
Absolutely, Jesse Stanley.
Look at it,
Appreciate
Bubba.
it right there.
Yeah.
It's a 20-pounder.
How big is it?
20? It was 24.
You caught 20-pound fish.
Is it a 20-pounder?
The chick
Yeah, it
caught a
was 20
20-pound
Was it
fish.
really?
Yeah, it was 20 pounds, 4 ounces.
That's a bunch of bull crap.
All right.
You got 38 pounds in this already?
Oh
Oh, Sheffield making the comeback with a woman.
You're gonna make it all up,
How much
just like
time do I
Logan
got left?
Millsaps tomorrow.
You got 2 minutes left, dude.
Oh,
Literally, this is like Christine Fish.
This is- clearly, right here, this is a Democrat thing now because the women are catching more fish than the men. Now, this is bull. Look at that.
This one's huge.
Man, I'd love it if it was
It
like
should have done. Listen, it should have done it in a woman's voice.
my 5 bass slip is 48.
This one's huge. You know what that is? That is called. Listen,
Well, I
things
can't
never
fish
hurt.
anymore. I've
No.
caught 5.
Oh, you caught your 5?
Yeah.
Okay, 40. Okay, so we stopped.
1996, Sega predicted Christine Fish.
40. Oh, my pen quit right, and that was such a good score. 48 pounds. That gum pin. 48 pounds, 4 ounces. I can keep up with it. All right, switch it up. Now, seriously though,
Do I?
I did not know you switched to a woman, and the first thing I came down to, I saw those shorts. I'm like, God, she's got a metrosexual
She even-
fishing.
She even looks Japanese in the face with brown
Does she?
hair. Yeah. So we'll make,
We use the
Alex, are
term-
you gonna be the girl?
We need, you know what we need? We need that Gangnam Style
we
video
use
playing in the background.
term Beasley special to describe that.
What color
Are you gonna be
popper?
the girl?
no.
That's
that
right.
girl.
Stay
No.
with the guy. Look at
No.
that short. Look, camera
No.
toad.
It's not the Daisy Dukes, it's the pink light.
Look at that.
It's
Seriously.
it's the
There is
best.
no
I'm
way.
superstitious, man. I don't
I
learn neon colors while I'm
they're
fishing.
I like they're sponsored by Speed.
Look at that. Look at that gap right there, though, on her right there in the background.
She's been rode hard to put
So
up
hard
with
to put up with. She's kind of ugly though in the face.
it. Well,
She's just-
he don't look great.
I'm not.
Can't be too.
I mean, she's a 6-packer,
Please enter your name.
but she can fish, and if she can cook, she'd be perfect.
Select an area.
Can we get a version of this game with snakeheads?
Snakeheads.
Oh Lord.
All right, so hold on a second. Let me reset this. You know what's funny about this? It's like 9:15. It just absolutely flies when you're having fun right here. So, all right, now I'm gonna let you pick your lure.
Select weather.
I can't live without 20 pounders.
Select time.
No, she caught the 20-pounder.
Cape area.
I'll let you pick your as soon as you pick your thing. That's a really good comeback though, Ryan. You did well on that.
48 forward.
48-4 with a woman. All right, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, here we. What's it?
Wheel off and on.
I'm gonna let you select your bait. Ain't no whippoorwills in Japan. That's a southern. All right, go.
He's going with the popper.
Never been there. No.
You can't feel ugly, Danny. That's right. She must be throwing a Rebel Pawpaw 70. But the fish in her hands look so much bigger, Danny. That's right. Listen, TV adds an inch. That's what I got told.
Chug bug with a front runner.
I thought this was supposed to be tougher. This is like the easiest fishing y'all have had all night.
These family are stacked up like firewood. They're migrating over there. Look at them.
You got to really get it in there, though, dude. You ain't got time to finesse this fish.
Be careful.
You got to fight and go.
Yep.
You got
You're
48
right. You're
pounds.
An
right.
average size. Good job.
Right.
Hey, an average size.
An average size.
Yeah.
It's the problem is it's the power of the camel toe.
It has power.
It
Great
does have
power.
It does have power.
You want some unguarded answers? You might want to start laying river fishing questions on me.
Yeah. All right. So listen. So hold on.
Oh! Two of them coming up.
Oh, this one's a big one. This one's a big one. This is definitely not hickory log. It's amazing. The biggest fish I've seen you catch, and the line tension is like nothing. Oh, there we go.
Hardly reeling. He's reeling.
It's coming to the boat. You got to catch up. And it's all about finding the man in the boat.
Let's see how big this one is.
Oh, good Lord. Look at this one. 17 pounds.
17-pounder.
All right. You got a minute. You've elapsed a minute 30. So you got 19 pounds in a minute 30. That's pretty good.
We're just going to keep throwing the popper right there.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Comes straight up off the bottom. Like a 40-pound strap.
You know, a lot of people might not find this episode interesting, but I think it's funny as hell. It's a nice change. It's a nice change.
Uh-oh, they're not wanting to respond. Oh, God, here comes a little bitty one.
Bunch of middle-aged men playing video games.
Sounds about right.
2 minutes have passed. Oh, there you go. Got to do something.
There are people that make real money doing that.
I know, seriously, right? And I can't figure out how to do it. This looks super fun. It actually is fun to be here. It might not make for great TV, but we're having fun. And after the last few weeks, we needed this. So, all right. So 5 pounds. All right. Hey, listen, 2 minutes and 30 seconds have elapsed. So you got to get back out there. You got 24 pounds to make up. All you need is that 20-pounder.
He's going down too.
And amazingly, unlike Lake Lanier, they're throwing in the same spot every single time.
This ain't Lake Lanier. It's just
No
like
doubt.
Japan.
Lake
Yeah,
Japan.
well, the line didn't magically go through that one.
The DuPont strand is amazingly held up well. None of y'all broke a line.
Fickle beast, the DuPont.
I want to fish this lake, Georgia boy says. Absolutely. Let's say
I would love
after a
to fish
15,
this
20 pound, you
lake.
might as well retire
You
from
see
bass
Mount
fishing.
Fuji out in
Exactly.
the background.
Oh, so we are in
I
Japan.
don't know. I really don't know.
Is this Lake Dewa?
Like
I don't think it's like
Namichua. Here we go. Doesn't look like that's working for you there, buddy.
I don't think they're into the.
They're not into the crankbait. You got a minute and a half. A minute and a half. Man's making a switch real quick. Going back to the popper. This man is stuck on the popper. He is going to make this popper work. This Georgia blade pin quit on me, though. I got to talk to Pam.
They don't want to come up no more.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Now he's going to feel my pain.
I thought this was Berkeley Trilene he was throwing. Listen, I don't know what it is. Fireline. It looks like, I'm serious, it's thick.
What are you slinging out there?
It is thick.
Oh, he's swimming a grub.
Swimming a grub. The
Swimming
man
a
is
grub.
desperate now for the big fish.
Desperate.
You better catch a
You
24
best believe
pounder.
if you ever see me with a Kitech, I'm desperate.
This is as close to a Kitech as I can get.
And they don't even
You got
care.
the white.
Look at that. Look at that. He's like,
Oh my
might as well be
God.
throwing a beetle spin. Or, yeah, that's what you need. All right, you got 30 seconds.
Hartwell there.
You gonna
30
throw
seconds.
the suspend man.
All right, the popper has been good on Hartwell lately. So you guys head up to Hartwell. There you go.
Bite it.
Bite it. He says.
Oh, it's coming to get it.
All right, you better get in. You got 10 seconds.
You didn't have to rush me if I would have got a bite.
Yeah, so there we go. This is going to be the last fish of his round. And I think Ryan is going to actually be the winner after 3 because of his 48-pound sack. So 26. So, yeah, so Ryan takes the win in the first ever 3-round Sega Bass Fishing here on Fish North Georgia. How do you feel, Ryan?
Wonderful.
Huh?
Wonderful.
Would you like to tell everybody, all your adoring fans out there, just what was your strategy going into round 3?
I was going in to try to catch biggins. The late bite turned into a better bite for me, and that's about all I got to say about that. I'd like to thank Over the Line, Speed, Sega, Speed, something, whatever that is. Water motor 250. It wouldn't get me back and forth to where I need to be without it. And I have no idea what make and model that boat is, but it looks like we're going to pretend it's a Ranger or a Javelin.
Look at that trolling motor. What a
trolling
block
motor is
on
like a motor guide. It might be a ghost.
might be a ghost and all that. So,
65 degrees, they on bed, he said, Kurt Weehunt. So
damn, that's really good paying attention right there, Kurt
look at
Weehunt.
his faded 65.
It is 65-3, but none of them fish look like they were stuck on the bed right
No,
now.
I don't
So
think they spawn in this game.
they don't spawn in that game. So
Had that.
they don't. Are you saying they don't spawn in Japan? Are you knocking the Japanese fish?
No.
Okay, I was just
So what are we
wondering.
doing now?
Huh?
What are we doing now?
Well, we can talk fishing, or y'all can play again.
I don't give
At
a
this
crap.
point, I don't care. This is a do whatever the heck we want to do Thursday
I
night.
know. I really don't care either.
I think we need to let Paul play.
Paul, you want to come play?
Yeah, I'll give it a lick.
All right, Paul's gonna just let Paul play Alex because you can play this every day, and one of us has got to go run the board. You gonna run the board, or you want me to do it?
Let Alex lead out.
Alex lead out. So we're gonna play one more round here.
Hear me while you're up.
We will say that Ryan right now is
You want more of the same, or you want something to rock in?
Surprise me.
surprised him. He says. So anyway, Ryan, very impressive comeback right there. I really was wondering. Oh yeah, you won by like a shitload. I didn't even dag him. I quit.
That 48-pound limit did it.
I think you ended up with like 70 pounds, and he ended up with somewhere over 50.
Lodge area.
We're in lodge area. We're in the morning. I know what you're gonna be throwing. A
Yeah,
popper
yeah,
up on the bank.
yeah.
Do you how
Popper on
much?
the right
In all
bank.
honesty, how much?
Enjoy your fishing.
How many poppers do you throw normally? I
None.
mean, in your everyday fishing.
None.
So I got a question, seriously, and this is a very serious question. So
Yeah.
why on a video game would you go with a
Select
popper?
casting point.
Well, I mean, frankly, I just don't fish for bass much. If I fish for bass, I probably throw poppers a lot. Like, I love me a chug bug.
Okay.
I just don't fish for bass very much.
Okay. So
And
this
like we generally use
plays Alex for silver. That's right.
like a lot more wake baits, and
What's your favorite weight bait?
it's one that my buddy up in Maryland makes for me called a Mr. Wiggles. It is a 2-piece wake bait. It's about 11 inches long, and you can crank it down to like 3 feet and deflect it off timber,
Okay.
which is just absolute money once you get into like July and those fish really get lethargic and kind of pull up to the log jams and cut banks because they really want that deflection more than anything else.
How important is deflection in fishing? You know, we don't talk a lot about it, but
Put
like,
that crankbait on, go over that brush pile, and you'll know.
yeah.
If they're on like wood, to me, if they're pulled up on wood and they're like relatively lethargic, I think it's everything. You know, earlier in the spring, like May, June, you know, they want something moving fast, changing directions, something that like they, you know, they've got good temps, they're happy, they haven't been pressured that much,
Show them how it's done.
and then, you know, they want to hunt. Whereas, you know, when you get into like July, August with these fish, it's like me and you. You know, we don't really want to eat a giant cheeseburger that we got to chase down. You know,
Right.
but you know, if we can, you know, if our,
Exactly.
it's almost like deflection would be like, you know, if our wives take us out or you know, we go out with our wives somewhere and they bring out a really good dessert tray and like you're not expecting it, you're like, oh, I gotta grab that. Like, it's right there. She's leaving with the dessert tray. Oh, ma'am, give me the cheesecake, please.
Right. I got
Please.
you. Okay.
It's kind of the way I think about it.
Very interesting. So there's no time limit on this. We're going to do 2 rounds, time constraints here. Paul, what's your strategy you thinking about going into this?
Find a big and hook up.
I think the other thing about deflection, like if you're really thinking about it objectively, is most people avoid contact because they're going to hang up, especially like in a river situation where you've got like blowdowns.
Right.
And in a river situation, most people don't realize, like they look at a log jam and they think, oh, there's, you know, they're going to be in the current eddy behind it. But for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, and there is push water on the front side of that log jam that also creates an eddy. And you can really only access it a lot of times if you've got a presentation that will deflect off wood. Otherwise, you're going to get hung. You're not going to be able to make that cast.
Right.
So if like they're on the front side of structure in those, pockets in the push water, which most people don't exist, and they're also like not used to seeing presentations there, you can gain a lot by having a presentation that you can deflect and really get into that push water on the front of it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that does, absolutely. So, do you think that's more of a river type thing too, though? I mean, because I imagine in the river you will really you deal with a lot of down timber stuff like that. So, just are you looking more for that reaction bite kind of as well?
Generally, yeah.
Generally, okay. So you're going for the reaction bite and all that.
But I mean, that's also because I'm like a reaction bite kind of fisherman. Like I always like to move fast, and ADD is I'll get out. And,
right. So Philip made a great comment. Deflection is great for helping to emphasize a stunned or injured fish, in my opinion. Which, yeah.
You want a really, really good tip? You can take a Vision 110+1, and that bill angle is at such a point that it will not hang up if you deflect it over timber. If you cast a Vision 110+1 over timber, it will come over. And
okay.
They will not. They never see that.
A lot of those hooks don't have enough bite to hang either. Like they'll come through some nasty stuff.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Now, is there any one of those that you would not recommend that like you throw it and it gets hung up every single time? Honestly.
I find that to be a day-to-day thing. Like, I've had trips where it just seems like everything hangs up no matter what. And then trips where it's just everything slithers right through.
It's usually the trips where I'm hungover.
It's like I had one on the Chestatee 2 weeks ago. Like, I was throwing a weedless Ned rig of all things, and it was just like every 2 seconds I was like,
how is this hanging?
Yeah, right? And you're just trying to stay in good headspace to even like keep being
trying not to spin out.
Yeah, just like keep being effective.
Yeah. He is back to the popper, which I find is absolutely. I know we're playing is it not?
I think that's a Chevy, dude.
Look at Chevy.
Look at the grill.
That is a Chevy.
That's a OG Blazer, maybe, or Suburban.
We noticed that they had a Montero in earlier today when we were playing around.
The Mitsu Montero.
The Mitsu Montero. So yes, Pa, I literally had those 2 trips back to back last weekend. And it is kind of
it's funny how that can be. And I find that in like lake fishing too. Sometimes you just got it and you're like feeling your jig or your shaky head or whatever through timber, and it's like everything's great. And some days you're doing the same thing and it's just every 2 seconds.
Yeah, and I mean I find that on rocks too.
Yeah.
Like I'll go to one point and I throw never ever get hung up. The next time you're there, you're hung up like every single time. So
some of that's presentation angle.
I'm sure it is. Absolutely.
For sure.
That's a nice one right there you got. So that's your 4th fish.
One's huge.
All right. So you're sitting at right now at 23 pounds. One more fish. So
I said it's 2 more because it's a 5 limit, right?
Yeah, I thought that was 4. That was only 3. Oh, I see it down there. Man, you're doing great. You almost got a Sheffield bag. Paul, where are you fishing this weekend? It's got a holiday weekend coming up. What are you doing?
I have no idea. Anywhere where someone's not going to try to run me over.
Oh, absolutely.
I got to make hay in the 5 Bigs for Beasley kayak tournament. I have at least 2 or 3 big culls that I need to make. I don't know where I'm going.
Sounds like you should drive up to Tennessee.
Oh, a big one.
You can. Tennessee's in play.
Yeah, it's in play.
It is in play. You got one more fish, 27 pounds, 10 ounces. That was a Japanese Suburban in the background. Absolutely. It's pretty weird. When did this game get put out?
Suburban.
Dude, he come up with a big one right there for the number 5 right there if he can get it in. Again, I want to tell everybody, too, if you got a chance, make sure you watch the NPFL tomorrow and check out Logan Millsap's Jesse Millsap's, Cody Parker, Robbie Frazier. They're guys that are local around here. Actually, William Fletcher he lives down a little farther south. But he's also, there's several Georgia boys that are in the hunt for the MPFL. Tomorrow's the last day right here. So, all right. So your fifth fish. Oh, he's going to end up right here with
Ain't no
a grand
Sheffield
total.
bag.
It's not a Sheffield bag, but it's an impressive bag of 38 pounds, 9 ounces.
Yeah, that's something to like
my
really be
work cut out
said for. I mean, I'm not that skilled, especially in bass fishing, but there's something to like truly be said for what we have around here and like the diversity of fisheries that we have, and how that kind of would prepare you to go to a place like Saginaw, go up north.
That's true, and so like you go up there and offshore is smallmouth, the smallmouth are there, but they've got a lot of basically like flats. We talked to Kaz Anderson that was up there a couple weeks ago. And he said basically it's like fishing some flats with a lot of grass and stuff like that. So very euphallish, soundish, that kind of stuff. I watched today, and the leader was sowing in reeds.
It's weird, like the Great Lakes don't have a lot of the depth change or like the violent depth change that we have here.
Right.
It's like when we salmon fish, it's almost like going out in the Gulf, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're near shore and you get out in like 20, 30 feet of water and it just takes forever. Like you're running out miles to get to 100.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just, there's a lot of near shore. You have kind of your bigger depth features, or you'll have like lone boulders and things like that those fish relate to. And then you'll just have huge just swaths of flat.
Right. I noticed.
Then they'll relate to like anything.
Right.
On a flat, like anything that breaks up.
So today they were running 5 cameras on the top 5. That's what they do. So they were running 5 cameras today, and I was watching, and the guys that were targeting smallmouth were out, and there was a lot of wind today. So the water was really rough, those guys, and then you could tell the guys that were targeting the largemouth were in the back of pockets on those flats where it was a lot calmer, stuff like that, checking that out, throwing a lot of swim jigs, which is pretty interesting. It was definitely, and every one of them coming through the weigh-in. Is that good? Is that a tasty one? Every one of them that was coming through the weigh-in were like, they could not believe the amount of fish that they were seeing, that they were catching. Anglers were talking about catching over 100 fish in 2 days.
That's
and
wild.
Stuff like that. So, anyway.
LJ and them went up there and had, not to Saginaw, but they were on the Erie side, weren't they? And
yeah.
It was like an epic.
It seems to be amazing.
Those smallmouth fisheries are just insane right now.
And what was funny, though, today, because the wind had kicked up yesterday, I guess you can set up your place. I don't know where it was at. Yesterday, was not as windy as it was today. So a lot of them guys went out there for smallmouth. And today, a couple of the leaders were.
All right, what do I need to do?
Okay, so Paul's setting himself up. So what was pretty cool what was interesting was that yesterday, a lot of the smallmouth guys that were out on the big water, when they got out there today, the conditions were not as conducive to it, and they had to change their approach. I'm going to target smallmouth. Well, it's too rough out here. And then they had to jump and go to the largemouth, chasing largemouth up there.
But see, like, that's where guys from like our part of the world, I think, would excel. Because like you think about guys that are fishing trails down here, they're fishing Carters, they're fishing Lanier, then they got to go to Eufaula, then they got to go to Seminole. And like you're going from, extreme depth changes like high, clear, deep mountain lakes to grass lakes. And like you've got to be functional on all of it.
Right. You got to definitely be able to fish a variety of ways and stuff like that. I can tell you without telling you, we sent our guys up with a certain bait, and they called us up and said they needed a different bait. So we had to overnight them some baits real quick. I don't want to give it away. I know probably none of them guys are watching, but just in case. So they had to change up a little bit, and from what they thought they were going to do, and the conditions just absolutely dictated that no, we got to do this. So it was pretty interesting to watch the change. And again, they'll be running 5 to 10 cameras, something like that, tomorrow on the leaders. But you can keep up with the live leaderboard. One of the cool things about the MPFL is that those guys have to, when they catch a fish, they basically weigh it and then they report it. So you basically have a live. It's not an official weight, of course, until you get to the scales, but you can kind of get an idea of whether they're moving up, moving down, stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting. I really like the way the MPFL does it. If they can get their act together and make the tournament trail, they had a few problems last year. If they can make the tournament trail more, get rid of the kinks in the system and stuff like that. I actually really like it because it's a really good trail for the common guy. because most of those guys have jobs, through the week. They're not 100% sponsored anglers all year, so it's pretty cool to watch some of them guys. One of the things Ryan and I were discussing is, we felt really bad for the guys that had probably never. Oh, there you go, Paul. Had never been on that lake and really struggled. So it kind of after thinking about what you just said, it's kind of interesting to think. Are those southern guys that just could not adapt, or are they northern guys that just, where are those guys from? It'd be interesting to go back and look, because a lot of southern guys are doing well on that lake because of the largemouth in that lake. And I guess it's like you going from Georgia to Tennessee, similar but different. You still, you can use a lot of the same techniques, but you still got to be able to change it up a little bit and let the fish dictate what you're doing.
I mean, yeah, to a certain degree. I mean, my game is really all about like finding the right conditions, and
Right.
like especially with rivers, like you have so many different systems. Like it's kind of like a mad science, right? Like you've really got, like, for me throughout the summer with all the different systems I fish. I mean, I fish 5
Paul's
pretty heavily,
nailing it. Yeah,
and they're all dictated by what the generation is doing and what the water flow is doing.
exactly.
And so, like, me and my little group of, hardcore striper guys, I mean, I've got, like, notifications on, like, 5 different lakes, and I'm, like, watching the water levels and what they're doing with the generation.
Right.
And, any given weekend, it's like, okay, what are they doing here? What are they doing here?
Paul making a
You
statement.
just kind of found the little niche. Like, okay, they're doing this up at, XYZ Dam. It's going to be right here.
Right.
Whereas, like, here it's been a lower water year. They're not running any water on the weekends. It's like, well, I know that's going to be terrible. But I've got generation up here. I've got this kind of flow up here. Let's go there.
Right.
And it takes a lot of time to put that together, but we're watching, like, very different things. It's like, really, my fishing is more, what is mankind doing to alter the environment? Not
I
like
got you.
what's
I
the
got you.
weather doing. I mean,
What did you have on your weight? I didn't write it down. I don't forgot. We got to talking fishing and all that. And again, while we're here, I want to thank Rachel Collins with 400homes.com. Guys, I got a mag bag that, her sponsorship allows us to come here on Thursday nights and just have fun with it, bring you some great local anglers, and talk and stuff like that. So we appreciate that. Again, if you're in the market for real estate, give Rachel a call at 770-310-0599, or you can email her, Rachel@400homes.com. While
This
Paul
one's huge.
is absolutely nailing this.
Paul is in play for a Sheffield bag.
Got a Sheffield bag. You got one more fish. Actually, if you could come up with like
He
a
might have the bag of the
15
night.
pounder, you could break the 48-pound mark right there. So what is that? Alex had 38 pounds, 14 ounces, I think. Thank you for watching and paying attention enough for that like that. So
Phil always has the details.
Oh, it's going to hog it down, Paul. Get away from
it has been one jump on it, roll on it. Sometimes we have to have episodes like this where we just have an idea.
Get it! Oh!
I think Paul might have a shot here at the record for the night if he can play this fish with the 52-pound DuPont strand. And I'm sure it's an FX rod that he's going on with an Abu Garcia
Absolutely,
reel,
absolutely.
So again, he's got to land the fish to see if we break the record for the 5 fish max total for the night. And it was 48 something. So if this thing's 13 pounds, he's got it for the night.
Oh! Statement
Drum
made,
roll, please.
baby.
Oh, here we go.
Oh! Yes, sir.
5 fish
Yes,
total.
sir.
Here comes a boom.
Bush
53
Browns.
pounds, 12 ounces.
Giant bass.
Right, there you go.
But, like, to give you an example of what I'm talking about, with watching all those different systems,
That's
and, like,
awesome, Paul.
conditions.
Even a blind.
That really good trip we had to Tennessee 3 weeks ago. I was supposed to go to a river 3 hours away
Right?
from where we fished.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up noticing, that particular river system that I ended up going to got 8 inches of rain, at the beginning of the week, Monday to Wednesday. And
What did Kurt say?
Woof.
Hey, listen, Kurt. Let's talk about this for a second. They took 2 out of 3.
No, I think Kurt has become kind of a closet Braves fan.
He is a Braves
Like, if
fan. He
you
don't
were
want to
to-
admit it, but he is.
Low-key Braves fan.
He is a Braves fan. I know he loves the Dodgers. We'll get back to what you were saying, but we have to deal with Kurt because Kurt is like a Dodgers fan, and he bleeds and dies them. So, and I understand it. He's loyal to his team.
Well, then can you explain to me why y'all have already tried to run off Freddie when he's hitting like 320? I mean, he obviously hates it there. Like that is very much
He does not seem to like it.
He does. I mean, Chelsea dragged him out there.
Listen,
let's be honest.
That's exactly on it. That
Okay,
is-
like where did that narrative come from?
As soon as she started changing her face with plastic surgery, I was like, she
Has
needs.
she had plastic surgery?
100%.
Yeah. So I mean,
Oh, yeah. Well,
there's
yeah.
been some work done.
She sold out her pavilion over there in Cumberland Mall that she was renting out.
Right.
What does she sell?
All of her clothing line, like when we
Oh.
won the World Series.
Freddie's not happy.
Yeah.
Freddie's not happy. And so 2 things I wish for.
This is man-
I wouldn't be happy playing for
I
Dave
wouldn't
Roberts
happy-
either.
I wouldn't be happy with 57 million deferred in California taxes either. Right?
Well, that's the thing about it. But I really, if everything they say is true, 2 things. Number one, he should have paid more attention.
One time I don't root for Atlanta.
And that's when they're playing the
Aw.
Dodgers. So that's true. So, but I
We'll
mean,
take that.
That's fair.
think about this though. I mean, how do you not know what your agent's doing though? How do you not pay attention? Now, first off, the agent did what they said. I'd kick his ass.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'd kick his ass.
I'm surprised you didn't fire him sooner, just on principle.
But you could tell. Ryan showed me the picture today, and everybody has seen it. Where all the Dodgers are on the railing, and Freddie's sitting off the backside by himself. You can tell he's not where he wants to be.
No.
Now, here's the problem with it. The Dodgers, the players they're gonna feel that. They're gonna sense that.
That's why Kershaw started talking.
Yeah, but Kershaw's washed up. I'm tired of Kershaw.
I mean, I would,
Kershaw's a douche.
He is in the twilight of his career.
I texted this to Phil. Sorry, but I texted this to Phil the other day. I was like, Kershaw should probably stop talking because he's like kind of cost you guys 3 World Series. But
He's not a big game.
absolutely,
He's not a big game pitcher. I don't
Choking.
care. I think.
sucks during the big game when the money's on the table.
Mhm.
You can't-
Didn't he kind of finally came through in 20, didn't he?
Yeah.
A little bit.
he did.
He's no Verlander.
He's no Verlander.
No.
But seriously, I mean, think about this. It's
Kurt, how old is Kershaw?
how old
Kershaw's got to be
Kershaw?
30.
He's-
Either one.
he's-
Kershaw's got to be
37
37 or 38.
The
Yeah.
Mets are gonna fade. They always fade.
They're gonna Mets.
They're the
They're the
Mets.
Mets. They're gonna
They are
fade.
the Mets.
They're in full Met mode.
They're the baby brother of New York.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that guy in New York said back in May? He said the Mets have already won the division.
Yes.
the Mets.
Every time I hear that audio on sports radio here in Atlanta, I
And then
laugh.
about a week after he said the Mets have won the division, what did the Braves do?
they went on that
They went
14
on
game.
streak.
They went on a streak.
And I was like,
But I mean, how do you fix that? Now, if I'm a Dodger and I find out, I mean, do you think Freddie ever goes back to him and says, "I'm just not happy here. I made a mistake"? What do you do after signing that contract? Is it Kevin Durant like? Can you just?
Well, I mean,
can you demand a trade back to wherever or whatever?
I don't think he would do that. Like he's a pro's pro. Like
He
no
is a
doubt about
pro's
it. Like
pro.
he's still having a good season.
But if it
He's still playing good baseball.
but if it causes division in the clubhouse, of course he's hitting 300 and something like that.
Yeah.
you know?
See, come September, the Giants and the Padres are not going away.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not.
Complete and utter disappointment that the Dodgers did not win the NL West last year.
They didn't
And
win
now
it.
this year coming in,
I mean,
Dave Roberts got asked the question. He's like, "Well, we burned ourselves out. And that's why we lost." the
wait,
playoffs."
Kershaw's only 34?
No, he's only
No
34.
way.
That's what Phil said. He said, "Damn, Kershaw's on 34."
That's wild.
He's been
God, he's been in the league for so long. But he's one of those guys that was always good, and he's just been good forever. So you,
Oh no, he's a hell of a
It's
pitcher.
like- yeah.
You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
you can't say he's
well,
not
it's
a hell
like
of a pitcher.
what Felix Hernandez wasn't that old, and he had to retire.
Yeah.
And it was like people forgot. You kind of forget that they come up in the league at like 19 or 20, and you're
Yeah,
just like,
Kershaw was young.
It's
He
been-
came up.
yeah, it's been like
was young.
14 years. Like it
It-
seems like forever.
It would be like to me. Let's just say we have guys
Because
on our,
Roberts can't manage a pitching staff.
he can't.
It's terrible.
We have guys on our True Grit Pro staff.
well, he's got no gut.
And if a guy came from another company and he said, "I want to be on your pro staff," Okay, and we put him on a pro staff. But then I find out that he only throws, let's just say Picasso out there, or just whatever, because
Knew it was gonna be Picasso.
Bardet might listen to this later on down the road. Who knows? So,
Oh, God.
so he starts
Boom.
he starts throwing Picasso, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm on your staff, but I really love Picasso jigs. I'll promote you, but I like throwing Picasso." I'm like, what the hell good are you to me? You see what I'm saying? So I mean, I imagine at some point the Dodgers are going to be like, "Yeah, you're great. You're doing your job. You're hitting 300 plus. You're getting all the doubles and all that, but your heart's not in it. What do you do with that player?
It's a results oriented business.
You think so?
Like as long as the results follow, like, and he's not like actively undermining
But,
the,
I mean,
the
as we
clubhouse,
saw-
like
Freddie Freeman. Here's the question.
play for the Braves again, absolutely.
No. Will Freddie
I think he
Freeman
will.
become Reggie Jackson?
Ooh.
Because Reggie Jackson, when he left Oakland and went to New York, he was not happy. And yet he is famous
For New
in
York,
New York for what he did.
that's true.
But him and
Probably.
Billy Martin and a bunch of other players could not get along whatsoever. And what happened after the end of Reggie Jackson's career with New York? He left.
He did leave.
He left.
Who the hell
And
knows?
they offered him more money. Steinbrenner offered him more money than anybody had ever been offered.
Steinbrenner.
Before. He said, I'm not happy.
Steinbrenner.
Get me out of here. I'm gone.
I think we're discussing the wrong thing. If Chelsea's happy in LA, it doesn't matter.
I think it's fair.
But is it that good? I'm talking about Chelsea.
Probably.
Is it that good?
Maybe.
Is there sunshine in there that we don't know about?
I mean-
Probably.
Ozuna stays with that chick that's trying to kill him.
Yeah.
There's got to be some sunshine
There
involved.
gotta be something going on.
There has to be some sunshine involved in that because sunshine rules the world. Sunshine
Yes, it
owns
does.
half of
It's
Yes,
like my
it
new
does.
favorite euphemism.
sunshine owns half of all that what you have.
That's why I'm glad I'm on the dark side of the moon right now.
You're on the dark side of the moon right there. I don't know. We got talking. Listen, this is just one of those episodes where we're like, we wanted a break from the seriousness. We played some fishing. Now we're talking some baseball. And it's all good because we love baseball just as much as we love fishing and sports in general. It's just like Durant opting out or wanting a trade now with the Knicks. I'm not a great basketball fan, but I know the guy's got 4 more years on his contract,
Well, I mean,
and he's demanding a trade.
the NBA is a little different.
It's weird, though.
Yeah.
it is.
It's like the NBA. It's like if you don't make a player happy.
Look at Bardet. I knew your
Never
ass.
happened.
I knew your ass was going to be listening at some point. I knew it. That's why I said Picasso. Stephen Bardet, we love you, guy. I think a lot of you. I do think that your wife is the better half of that combo right there, though. She absolutely is. She is the brains, the looks, everything behind that combo. Actually, let me tell you, Bardet, while you're listening, I saw that picture of you today with a mullet, and I looked at Ryan and I went, "Holy
Let's
crap!"
go.
He had hair. And we sat there. I stared at that picture of Bardet. He was young, dude. He was a young pup. And he had hair. And I was like, I could not believe it. And it was a mullet, man. It was a full-blown mullet. What do you got to say, Ryan?
Here's the one thing. Here's the one difference. I know I'm out of the camera, but y'all can hear me. Here's the one difference in the
Well, we see your gut.
NBA, the NBA and the MLB. Part of one of the reasons why the MLB took forever to kind of get going was because of the power of the players compared to the owners. The NBA, the NBA Players Association won that battle several years ago. The players in the NBA now have more power than the owners. All the owners do is write checks. That's all they do. They write checks. They collect their money from the TV
That's
channels and
different,
stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in part of what sacrificed with the NBA with that players with that new CBA they made several years ago was that you have people like LeBron, Kyrie. Listen,
Kyrie.
you name
He's
name
he's
NFL,
insane.
name NFL or
He's crazy.
MLB, name NFL or MLB, where if a player decided he didn't want to play, and this was his reason why, Kyrie Irving, I'm not getting vaccinated, even though it was a law, it's like a mandate to play in the NBA, you have to have at least 2 jabs
in his state.
in his state.
Yeah.
So here you go. And he's like, well, I'm just not going to play. Well, Originally it used to be, well, you're not going to play, I ain't going to pay you. But no, they had to pay him.
Guaranteed contract.
MLB doesn't have that much guaranteed money.
No, MLB is guaranteed.
MLB is
now-
guaranteed.
Yeah,
But
it is.
now
It's
with the
NFL
new
is the-
MLB, with
That's
the
right.
new thing, every bit of the money that you sign with the players is now guaranteed money. There's no more incentives involved. The only one that's allowed to have really does incentives anymore, performance
NFL.
incentives, is the NFL.
Yeah, but they're not going to change that.
The
Basketball
NFL can't change that because because MLB, NBA, they don't have a salary cap. It's whoever.
NBA does.
The
but they
NBA
pay
does have a
they
cap.
do, but they play the luxury tax.
Well, yeah, but is that really
We
a
have
cap?
turned into 680 the fan.
Is that really a
Yes,
cap,
Yeah,
though?
that's all right.
Well, I mean, there's
But
only
is that
few-
really a
there's-
cap?
There's
when
only a
you-
few owners that are really willing to burn that money.
Well, it's like Tony Wrestler with the Hawks. Did you not just hear what he just said this weekend?
Spend whatever.
I'll spend whatever money I have to spend.
Would you get Durant?
I don't think Durant will come to Atlanta. I don't think they can win.
We got a
that.
lot of strip clubs.
I
We
don't
got a
know
lot
if
of
he-
strip clubs. All I'm
I don't
saying
know if
is,
Here.
all
I don't
I'm
know if
saying
he's
is,
really
we
like
got
that.
a lot of strip clubs in Atlanta. There's a lot of hoochie mamas there. He could be
Then
enticed.
why are the Falcons not better?
Because we have a lot of strip clubs.
Poverty franchise.
The Falcons
Are
aren't
they,
better
though?
because
The Falcons are absolutely a poverty franchise.
they're. Well, here's the problem: is that the NFL has that salary
That
cap.
comes from a place of love, mostly.
The salary cap in the NFL is totally different. I mean, it's like it's a hard and fast
Oh, the
kind of thing.
cap runs your roster.
Cap runs your roster, and you also got 54 guys that you got to keep on roster as opposed to 12 in the NBA, or as opposed to, baseball and all that. Whatever. Baseball doesn't have a cap, but again,
Baseball's weird because it's like your market determines how much money you have to spend.
that's exactly right. The Falcons don't need Durant. We might not need Durant, but I think
Falcons.
the
The
Falcons.
Falcons, yeah.
Unfortunately.
But here's the deal, though. I mean,
Now the Falcons, I'll say this about the Falcons: the Falcons were a poorly run, executed franchise there for that while.
well, the Falcons they had their shot, and they just
Poverty
they
franchise.
they put it all in the contract of the
Matt
quarterback,
Ryan,
of Matt
Julio
Ryan and
Jones.
Julio
That's the
Jones.
NFL.
Yeah,
And so at that point, you're screwed, dude.
Yeah.
We're also forgetting the very obvious. The NBA is rigged, and
Rigged.
the NBA is totally rigged, and they needed to generate a summer-long saga to keep.
That's
interest
true.
and it's
throughout
always
the
that
offseason.
way.
I would just rather slam my pecker in a toilet
It's
bowl seat
always
than
that
watch
way.
the NBA.
See,
I
the
would agree.
NBA, unlike a bunch of the other things,
Well, it's like basketball.
see, the NBA is
basketball in
over
general,
in
like
June.
the game isn't interesting until the last.
It's not.
It's not, and even with college.
But the
Yeah.
NBA
Who
is
the hell watches
done.
college?
Who
the
watches
regular
college
season is
until the
irrelevant.
final until
Right.
the
Until March.
the playoffs start?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the tournament
which
starts.
is different from the
It's
college
like you got the
football.
last month before the tournament to see who gets in and who's out,
Yeah,
and then it's like the tournament.
The only reason I watch basketball every blue moon the last month before March is because you get to watch Duke, North Carolina play, and you get
That
to
is
watch
true.
Michigan and Ohio
you
State
watch your blue.
play,
You watch your blue.
and Kansas and
You
Oklahoma.
watch
You get
the
to see
Blue Bloods.
watch
What's just the
those
pace of the game at the end of the game
serious
drives me crazy.
those serious matchups.
And because we're fishing so hard, we got a lot of couch time afterwards.
Well, that is
Well,
true.
I listen.
That is
I
true.
honestly,
You better be going
this
hard.
is-
I don't know. Most of the time, the college games are come on. Those primetime
Do
games
you
come
honestly-
on
like
Friday
this,
night or something. I'm already in
NBA
the
basketball
bed.
is so bad that at 50 years old this year, I'm 50. This was the first year that I actually noticed hockey, and I fell in love with hockey.
Hockey
during-
is fun.
I
Hockey's a
fell
lot
in,
of fun.
I fell in love with hockey during the playoffs. I hated hockey up until this
I-
year, and I'm like,
I would highly suggest if you have anybody that's still watching or watching.
yeah,
this at
you
a
might,
later
y'all might
date,
not be
all 20
watching.
of
We, yeah,
I would highly suggest just go to Gwinnett and go watch a Gladiators game.
Super fun.
Funny
It is
story.
super fun. And
Funny story. Go in.
I grew up playing hockey.
okay,
really.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Well, you know
College
what?
For 2 years,
Hockey,
I broke
they-
my leg.
Hockey, they beat the shit out of each other, and I find that
Oh,
appealing
yeah.
at my age. It's just-
Yeah, but
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
we
but-
have this thing in hockey called locker boxing.
right.
It's great. So you like growing up, we would.
I did,
We
Phil.
always had to learn how to like fight. So what we would do is
Okay, so
in the
that is
locker-
actually something you practice.
we
Y'all practice
it, yeah.
fighting. Okay,
So,
we
like,
learned
you talk-
something.
Listen,
You talk-
there's a news drop
There
right
it
here.
is.
We talk crap during practice, and whoever was like going at each other in practice, you go to the locker room, you leave like your big like pants on, right? Shin guards, everything. Take your skates off, put your helmet on, and you just absolutely
Look at
crap whack,
Winston.
rock 'em, sock 'em.
Grew up a Flames fan. Absolutely.
Let's go.
Like just trying to, like teammates, just trying to blow each other's heads off in the locker room.
And-
And that's how you get good at fighting.
I know. Like I said, I know we're not talking fishing, but seriously, this year for the first time I sat down, I had no interest in the NBA, and of course I'm on Hulu, so I can't watch the freaking Braves, which pisses me off.
Yeah.
But I got to watching the hockey, and I'm like, for the first time in my life, I sat back and I'm like, these jokers not
It's a lot
only,
of fun, dude.
dude. It was like an eye opener. I'm like, I have 50
it's
years
fun to
I have
watch.
not watched it.
It's
better
fun to
live.
watch on
It's
TV,
wild live.
but it is wild live because
I've been
hockey
to live
is the
hockey
one.
games. I just
Yeah.
never could watch
Hockey is the one thing live to where you're not just if you just take 5 minutes during a hockey game and don't pay attention to the puck. There's so much stuff going on around
they are
that
so
you're
physical.
like, whoa, like
Soccer.
I ain't even paying attention to who
I
scored?
can't-
Soccer,
Yeah, the whole-
soccer is the same way.
The whole
Yeah.
thing
Once you can
develops
see
away
the
from
off-ball
puck, yeah.
movement and
Yeah.
like watch the plays develop,
All off ball.
it's
So-
totally different.
Elephant in the room. We'll talk about that real quick. Is our state going to burn to the ground here when
For
the
what?
World Cup comes?
No,
You know the World Cup is being held in
yeah,
Atlanta.
part of it is.
What part of it? I want to go to one of those games.
Well, the ending, the finals is
Is it
also
really?
being held.
I know that. I know they're one of the. They're
we
going to
got
have it.
we got the final, really?
They're going to have it at several different parts of the country, but I think Atlanta's in for that.
for
yeah.
the final.
Atlanta.
I don't
That would be
know.
amazing.
He would know. I don't know.
I think that Atlanta.
But that's the only time I
I just
watch
want to know how
soccer.
they're going to get real grass in that stadium.
I watch soccer
They'll
during the
figure it
World Cup,
I know they will.
but I will tell you, I was absolutely amazed at soccer. And I just got to where I would watch every freaking game this year, and I'm like, these guys. It's football. It's got a little bit of soccer, but these guys beat the crap out of each other.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, that is this, and I love football. But I was like, there's no football being played right now. I'm not watching that USFL shit. But I was like, this is daggum legit. And honestly, I'm 50 years old. This is the first time my eyes were open. And my son would tell you if he was here, he's like, Dad went on his hockey kick. And I watched the ESPN, the Unrivaled with the you know what I'm talking about with the Flames and the Avalanche from back during the 90s and the way they beat the crap out of it. And I was like, that was good TV. I watched that and all that. Baseball I will always watch because that's what I grew up playing. But NBA basketball absolutely sucks until the finals. And
Let's
that is
be honest.
if
The
you
only
get somebody-
NBA I started worth watching was like the last time the NBA was good was that first year or two when Shaq was at the Lakers. And then the reason why I say only the first 2 years when Shaq and Kobe was at the Lakers, because right after that was when the rigging really started.
Yeah,
the
it's
betting
just-
with
it's
among the
just
referees
a
got
bunch of
I
started.
mean, they screwed up the NFL too. Like hockey's the only sport that hasn't been wussified.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Like, and even before, like even when you had like Atwater taking dudes' heads off over the middle back in the day, like those hits do not hold a candle to
That's
what you do
that's what
playing
I
hockey.
that's-
It
That's
is
the one thing about
That's
hockey.
what I
You
learned
can be-
this year.
You can be going up the side of the court, and if you catch somebody and they're not looking ahead,
we call them.
you're
suicide
going
passes.
straight for them. Dude.
Yeah, no,
You're going to
suicide
put their
passes.
head in the damn
Every
glass.
defenseman playing hockey just absolutely dreams of what they call a suicide pass. It's where you're breaking out from like your defensive zone, right? Your defenseman, like the way it works is like you're supposed to pass out to the wings. They're supposed to like get by the defenseman and like play is supposed to develop. And every once in a while, the defenseman will throw a pass that's like behind you, and you have to turn your head to catch it. And when you turn around, you're going full speed, and some 6'5" defenseman has just been salivating watching this develop,
that's
and
true.
has taken 4 steps, accelerated to full speed, and plants his shoulder right in your chin, and all of a sudden you wake up.
That's true. but you know what?
So it's Heinz Ward covering an interception
Heinz
return.
Ward, yeah,
Like-
doing that
Pretty
crack,
much
he's crackbacking and all that. And that's the thing. They took that out of the NFL. They took it.
But you can't even hardly touch the quarterback anymore.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm 50 years old. I've hated hockey my entire life. And this year, all of a sudden, it was like and I'm like, damn, this is kind of entertaining, and watching that. So it is what it is. So anyway, all right, guys. So we got our naked people.
Oh, there we go.
All
There we
right.
go.
So Tinder's here tonight. So
Hey, we don't want any overpriced shit.
we don't. We really don't.
You get back to us
you get back to us
when
when
you've
it's
got
free.
something affordable to
When
offer.
it is free. When it is free. So Anyway, guys, so look,
So is it
It'll be
is
all
it
sunshine.
is it fishing lures?
yeah, I don't know. Have you got some overpriced?
Is it
fishing
swim
lures?
baits?
18
Hyper
plus?
shads?
Right, we don't know.
Hyper
Good Lord. So anyway, all right, guys. So it's about 10 o'clock. So listen, we just had a fun night. We want to do something a little bit
Do it for the
different.
clout, bro.
Do it for the clout.
Do it for the
What am I
clout.
looking at?
Mailbox
Yeah, I
on
knew that
fire.
USC and UCLA are now members of the Big Ten. I knew they were thinking about it. I heard
Be
that.
alert.
But listen, guys, we just wanted to have a just kind of a fun episode, to kind of breaking the thing. We have to do this every so often. It's good for us. We like doing it. It's fun. I'm not a video game player, but I enjoyed watching Alex, Ryan, and Paul play tonight. It's just fun. Life's too short to be too serious, and we talk fishing all the time. We got some great fishing tips. If you actually paid attention and listened to some of the stuff Alex was saying, there's a lot
There's
of
some
good
juice
stuff.
laid down
There's some
there.
juice laid
I
down in
kind
there.
of screwed up telling people about that front push pocket.
That's all right. That's all right. So we're going to end the cast. Look, we had a lot of fun tonight, guys. The guys that stayed around and hung, hey, listen, we love you. We appreciate your time, your effort in watching us. We hope we entertained you a little bit. And the guys that watched us at a later date, hey, I hope you enjoyed it like that. We're going to get back next week. We got Steve Pinkston coming in the house, Sugar Hill Baits. We're going to talk. He's very knowledgeable. We might try to get him to do some yoga. I don't know. We'll try. We'll see what we can do. But again, I want to thank Paul. I want to thank Ryan. Thank Alex. Hey, just a good time having some fun down here in the basement here at Fish North, Georgia. Guys, if you're in the area, 11262 Highway 53, Marble Hill, Georgia, 30148. Guys, stop in anytime and just come in and say, hey, we actually had a guy from from Warner Robins. And if you know how far Warner Robins is from here, he was headed up to McKaysville the weekend, but he actually watched this on TikTok and said, I got to stop in and see these guys. So guys like that, we appreciate it. We love it. Guys, listen, hey, give us a follow on Facebook. We got the Facebook page, the Fish North Georgia group page, Instagram, TikTok. We're trying to build that up. We just have fun doing what we're doing, and we love fishing. We love, the camaraderie and the community that we get to be a part of here and that we're building here. And, there's a lot of people that are, let's just say, up and coming, trying to recreate what we've done here like that, but it ain't going to be the same, because the difference is we've built the community, and the community is all about you. So we're not worried about the imposters like that. So, and they know who they are. So again, we love you. We will be live fishing Tuesday again. We will be back again, of course, with Livewell with Steve Pinkston next Thursday. Guys, you have a great 4th of July weekend. Make sure you be safe. Okay. That's number one thing. We're going to be closed Monday. Hell, we don't even know when we're open most days, but we're going to be closed Monday. But guys, seriously, honestly, if I can say one thing, enjoy the weekend, but be safe. Be safe. Watch those yahoos in the weight boats.
Wear
and
your
all that
PFD.
Stuff. Wear your PFD if you're out on the water, and enjoy the fishing and the stuff that God's graced you to do. So until the next time, we will see you guys. Enjoy it.
Okay, bye.